This seems like
Hello, friends, back again. You guys know the deal. I just had to listen to Tony Khan tell me absolutely nothing about Ring of Honor, but hey, it's time for NXT Deadline, and we're going to watch the show because it's already started, and we've got Roxanne Perez and who is that? Zoe Stark in the ring. They're wrestling.
Who is that? Such a common reaction to NXT.
Go Roxanne!
Yeah, who is that? Yeah.
I got Doc here. Doc, how you doing, Chris?
I'm hanging in there. Ring of Honor was a fun show, but it was a lot to cover, so I'm glad I'm not doing this one.
Cher Delaware is here in virtual reality.
I'm here. I am full of holiday cheer.
And who are you going to break up with next?
I'm not sure who I'm dating right now.
Right.
I need to ask Ronnie who I'm with. I haven't taken any pictures with anyone. I assume it's probably either John Alba or Emilio because those are his two go-tos.
All right.
But I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean, you're not. I doubt that you're dating Justine. Jussie, how you doing?
Yes. Hello.
Justine, do you want to
I'm
date
good.
me? We can break up
No,
tomorrow.
why not? Like,
Okay.
Why not? Yeah. Let's do it. But yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I don't
good.
want people to be left out of the breaking up. So
I mean, that right there will be the most significant announcement in pro wrestling tonight.
It would be, considering. Yeah, you can join Share Club.
Yeah.
we have
Or is it
shirts.
Jussie Club? Whatever it is.
We have shirts.
Whatever
They
club.
say, I hope you break up over Thanksgiving.
That's right. Well, we're not going to break up with Josh. Josh Robinson, it's good to see you. How are you doing, pal?
I'm a little confused, but I'm okay. I don't really know what's happening.
This is
Me
great.
either. I'm
Me
just
neither. I
watching.
haven't watched
I'm just
NXT in
vibing.
ages.
Just
Wait,
vibe
so
with
how
it.
does this? Can this match? Oh no, this match goes for. Oh, I'm not even going to ask. I don't.
I
care
don't
enough. I'll just
understand how
watch
the
it.
match
I'm
ends.
just gonna enjoy it.
To be
Okay,
honest.
think of King of the Mountain and an
No.
Iron Man match.
But
It's
why?
So like the match. So do you get? Is it like an Iron Man match? But then you get told off and you get sent to a like timeout if you lose.
When does the next person come out? Does somebody have to be pinned?
I think it's
There's a
5-minute
timer.
intervals.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
There's a
that's too
timer in the
long.
corner.
But the time is counting up.
Yeah, so at
Oh,
5
it's going
minutes-
up. Oh. Okay,
Whoever,
so
5
whoever
minutes.
has the most pins or submissions gets the most points, and that's
I
who
don't-
wins.
So
I
why
don't
not just
like
do a
that.
scramble match? They're so much better.
5 minutes is too long. Like every
Yeah.
2 minutes would be sufficient. That's
I have a
That's a
feeling
long
that they set it up this way so we'll get like simultaneous pins at some points.
I'm
Things
sure.
like that.
Do you go into overtime if you're in a draw?
Maybe. I don't know if
All
that
right,
was
what
even
was that question?
established. The list of rules is already so long that they have for this thing.
I
that
didn't
I'm not
read them
sure if
because
they
I don't know
accounted
how to
for
read.
overtime.
So
Yeah. Yeah, too long didn't read. Yeah. No.
too long.
I'm a wrestling fan. I don't know how to read.
Yeah. it's like,
So I watch
wait,
wrestling.
you
I almost watched an entire episode of wrestling the other night for the first time in I don't know
How'd
how
that go?
long because FTR was the
Wow.
main event. And I sent Sean a text that said, if I fucking stay up till 9 o'clock for FTR to lose, someone's going to get punched. And he said, be ready to punch. So I
was
went to
gonna
bed.
say,
Oh.
be punching.
Tony Khan.
Nice.
So I went to bed.
You didn't punch Tony Khan?
No. But
I
I,
mean, I
still,
want-
I watched 90 minutes of a wrestling show, and that's a feat for me.
It's true. I
I
wanted
have
to
not
punch
watched
Tony
that
Khan
before.
after that media call.
I didn't even watch that much wrestling at Full Gear, and I was at Full Gear.
Oh my god.
Nobody watches wrestling when they're at a live wrestling show.
I missed
I don't.
all of
Yeah,
the pre.
who
I missed
watches
all of
it?
the pre-show matches.
Oh,
Jade's
there's someone
match.
coming out.
But people
Young
have to
Bucks.
count backwards? Wait.
No, it
Who
counts
is
up,
this?
and then every 5-minute increment, somebody comes out.
Who
So
is
this
this?
What?
This
It's
is-
still going up. Oh,
You guys
this
are a
is
solid
confusing
8
me.
seconds ahead of me.
Is this Cora?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just
Yeah.
now
No,
getting to the
Cora-
5-minute
5.
mark.
Yeah.
This is
Is that
Kiana.
no-
This is
Oh,
this
okay.
is the
So
porn
Joel
star.
and I have the
Or
same
the indie.
connection. Everybody else is out of us.
This
Oh,
is great.
It's porn lawyer. Okay.
I'm on
Okay.
Peacock. How am I ahead of you?
They're
I'm
doing
on
that now.
Peacock too. That's weird.
Okay, here we go. Kiana James is in the ring. If
Okay,
you know
so she's
Kiana
the porn
James,
star.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Kim.
so this is
So
courtesy
why
of
is she
Jeff
dressed
Hawkins.
like that?
I gotta
don't
read
know.
these tweets from Jeff Hawkins throughout Kiana James's appearance. Number one, I've decided Kiana James lives in a universe where the non-sex part of pornography is a living world, and it makes 300 times more sense.
My head hurts too bad to understand that.
I
All
don't know
right.
what is going on.
So basically,
Why
there's
is
a
she
lot
dressed
of
like
cable
it's like-
repairmen.
What's she wearing?
Yeah, it's like a flat.
I'm about to have an episode of Strong Style just talking about how bad her gear is.
It looks like she took a hefty bag and made a skirt out of it.
It's really bad.
God.
I don't
And
know what that was.
And like, I'm all about the women wrestlers that don't want to have boob jobs. Like, go for it. Live with your flat chest. But don't wear a top like that then. Because that's not... It's giving nothing. It's giving nothing.
I wouldn't know.
I have no comment.
No, please give us your comment. This is
I
why you're
don't
on
know what I'm like. My brain is buffering of like
this.
I'm
This is
trying to
weird.
understand. A, women's chest I'm not really that familiar with, and B, like
God bless you.
what the
That's fair.
absolute tits is going on in this match.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not a lot of tits, that's for sure.
True.
It's true. They come
Right
later.
up my alley, I guess.
What the fuck is happening in this match?
So what?
I just sent that
So
to
there's
somebody.
3 of them?
I'm trying to
in the ring?
understand when the
Wait.
match so the match can only end at the end of the time, right? Or there's a pinfall in this. What's going on?
So the match itself is 25 minutes long.
Okay.
Every 5
Oh.
minutes, someone enters the match.
Whoever has
So-
the most points at the end.
Wins
Where
the
does
match.
how do you get
Oh.
when does someone
you
get a
get points.
penalty?
You get a penalty, I think, is the person who gets pinned.
Yeah, they go to the penalty box.
They
for
go to the penalty
2
box.
minutes?
So you
Is it
kind of
2
I think
want
it's
to
90 seconds.
you
90
kind of
seconds.
want to be out earlier because
Then you get a
then
rest.
you have more chance to get points. But if you're out earlier, you also can get penalties.
Is
You
there
come out-
is there DQs?
I doubt it.
fucking
I
knows?
assume maybe not actually.
If you
It's-
come out
obviously there's no
last-
count outs because
Typically in WWE, anything triple threat or more, there's no DQ
Yeah.
or count out.
If you come out last, you're kind of fucked.
It's true.
yeah, because you've got less time.
Right. But you're also the freshest, so you could potentially come out and beat the crap out of everybody and get a bunch.
But you can pin
Oh,
everyone in
wrestling.
like
Oh, I hope this
one
girl.
go.
I'm going for this girl in the like trash bag skirt.
No.
going for Kiana James?
Yeah,
Don't
why
go for-
not?
Don't
Yeah,
go
it's-
for
Good for
trash bag.
her.
All right.
I'd love it if Indy won, but I get the feeling it's going to be Roxanne.
I think
Indy
it's gonna be
Hartwell.
Indy
I
this
love
time.
I'm going for
Indy.
Roxy.
So here's
Wait,
the thing.
so does the winner fight Mandy today?
No.
Oh,
Is anybody
Mandy
going
wrestling
for
on
the
this
woman?
show?
Mandy fighting today.
is she?
God bless.
No, she's
M.A.
not on the card.
Solko. M.A.
Oh,
Solko, who is
okay.
constantly in the Impact Wrestling post shows, knows his Impact lore, and he says you have to pin someone to hang the title. That's a King of
Oh
the Mountain
god,
reference.
that is a TNA reference that I love. Thank you for that.
God bless. I love it. Hey, by the way, going back to Jeff, he says it's
Oh,
going to be really
God,
awesome
Jarrett?
when Kiana James locks eyes with an opponent and starts to take her clothes off.
Oh,
There you
Oh.
go.
I guess.
I think these would be funnier to me if I watched NXT.
When she puts her glasses on, nobody recognizes her as Kiana James.
Oh, it's like
Should I
Superman.
start watching NXT again?
Superman.
No.
Kiana
you
James is
shouldn't.
working her way through wrestling school to enter stripping.
Oh, get wrecked.
It becomes
So what?
TVMA when Kiana James
got
starts
one.
scissoring an opponent,
Oh,
and it has
old
nothing to
woman
do with
got
this
a
match.
point.
Good for
Good
her.
job,
Good for
Grandma.
you. People
Good job,
in their
Grandma.
50s really need to get some wins these days.
I mean, she's very close to retirement. She deserves a point.
Her
Right.
knees are too. Yikes.
Yeah, she's
By
got
the
the
way-
same knees that my 63-year-old dad has.
By
Wait,
the way,
so why is there
hold on.
why is there a count out over her? Oh, she's getting timeout, right? I can understand.
Yeah,
I
so
get
now
it.
Yes,
Roxanne's
she's
in the
going to the
penalty
box.
penalty box.
Mm.
All
With,
And
like,
then
right.
here
a little
comes somebody else.
lock.
So it's either going to
Oh,
be
this is
Cora
that
or
Cora
Indy.
girl.
Yeah,
Skateboard in.
Here comes
At
little
least
Miss
the
comes
Peanut.
penalty
Here comes
started
Avril
as soon as she
Lavigne.
got
Is she
pinned
gonna beat
and
the
not-
shit out of Roxanne with that skateboard as she comes in? No,
Right.
Roxanne made it to the box in time.
I remember
Let's get
when
barbed
Cora...
wire.
Call your
on
spots there,
sides.
Cora. Good girl.
I
But she is
kinda
making
dig
fun of her.
gear.
Good stuff.
I kind of dig her gear.
Cora?
Yeah, it looks good now.
Yeah, it looks
Anything
way
looks
better
good
than
too,
the stuff she
yeah.
was wearing recently.
I remember when she first started, like with that, whatever her song is, and I had an absolute meltdown for like 3 weeks trying to figure out what song they ripped it off of. I never did figure it out. People kept sending me links to songs.
Fallon Henley is not in this match.
Who's Fallon Henley?
Who
She's
the hell
the
is
one-
that?
She's the
That
girl who
sounds
rides
like-
horses and owns a bar. And right
That
She's a
now,
horse
sounds like
girl.
a name.
Yes.
Fallon
So-
Henley is
She hangs
absolutely a
out with
name
the
from a
Virgin
Midwest
Cowboys.
white woman.
Yeah. Okay, so hold
mid-
on. So yes, so she owns a bar. It's her family's bar, and right now the storyline is that her and Kiana James have beef because Kiana James is so rich because she has all that porn money, and that she wants to buy the
What
bar.
the hell?
Is this real? Because I
Yes.
believe you.
Oh,
Yes.
Fallon Henley
I
is
feel
also
like
the
you're
best
making
friend of
this
the
up.
Virgin Cowboys. One of whom
I
is
really
trying
need to start
woo
watching
Kiana.
NXT.
I do not.
Yeah, like what is going on in NXT?
What
But
time is
Fallon
it?
Henley
When is NXT on?
absolutely, like Midwest white women who wear
Wednesday
like
out
the over the knee boots and cardigans
so.
and say like WWJD every day. They're definitely a Fallon Henley mother.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
probably
nobody
true.
wants to hear your iPad. Turn
But
it off.
she's supposed to be like a Texas redneck tough chick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Also the same as what Midwest white women name their babies.
She gives
Yeah.
West Virginia at best.
So okay, so
Sounds pretty
if the match
Kentucky.
was to end and we don't get any more falls, Zoe wins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
She's got. So this is a 5-person Iron Man match with a count.
It's convoluted is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too confusing. Like,
they basically combined the scramble with the
Yeah.
Iron
Just
Man
do a
match.
scramble.
NXT.
Scrambles are awesome.
We are watching
Brian Kendrick was the WWE champion, wasn't he?
That's
One of
right.
those?
Oh,
like,
Oh,
Tokyo.
yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
Oh
like,
my
you have no
god.
memory. No.
That was a super kick.
My
So,
kid,
Cora
my kid
has a
just
point.
fucking frog splashed me.
Good for Cora.
Oh,
I
that's
guess.
what that was.
Cora got a point. Yeehaw. Oh, they got to put the little thing back up on the pop-up because the porn
Oh.
star is going in the box with the other one, and they're
Oh,
going to
this
have
is-
something going on in there.
This is a good
Phrasing.
time to read this one. Someone tell Kiana James that when she goes to the penalty box, she doesn't have to remove an article of clothing.
Guys, stop. Get out of my room. I don't like you in my room.
Sapolsky is back. That's the best.
But you're annoying.
Wow, Cora Jade has a point. So going back to the prediction, it feels to me like Indy's winning this one because I think the winner
Yeah.
is facing Mandy at either New Year's Eve or at the PLE in February. I think they're setting up.
Vengeance Day.
Yeah, Vengeance Day. I think they're setting up Roxanne to
In
get the
North
win
Aren't they
at Mania
back?
weekend.
Aren't they going back on the road?
Yeah. So they'll be in
Yeah.
Charleston.
North
Charlotte?
Kakalaki.
Are they Charleston, West
Charlotte.
Virginia, or in the Charlotte, North Carolina?
I thought that
Charlotte.
was Charlotte. Yeah.
Charlotte.
What is
Charlotte.
this double submission spot?
Charlotte.
Charlotte,
What
like the
happens
girl.
Is that
He
like
taps
a?
out.
Is that supposed to be an improperly applied Indian deathlock?
Mm.
Hey,
I
do
don't
you
know.
remember
Her knee
Joel?
is surgically repaired.
Yeah, I know. Who's that?
That?
No, that.
That?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't have a picture up. That's why you can't. He doesn't have a camera.
You just
I don't-
sit there making
know about
funny
this
faces
match.
at us the whole time too. You just know.
Will you
me?
go? Will you
Yeah.
go see what your brother wants? Because if he yells,
I mean,
Reed
yeah,
one more time, I'm gonna have to
definitely.
punt him. Go see why he's yelling your name.
Oh man.
TK is still talking, by the way, and he's not saying anything.
Oh my god!
I don't know why you're
He's
surprised.
talking but
Come
not
on.
saying anything.
Whoa, she
He
just did a
So
He
the
is
new
like
challenge
the-
is: can TK finish before this match?
No,
Right.
he's like the
Well,
reference to
right.
that quote from The Wizard of Oz, where they say some people do an awful lot of. Some people with no brain do an awful lot of talking.
impressive.
It's very true.
Will you go see what he wants? He's
This
yelling your
match still
name.
has 10 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because you got to get all
Oh,
those
so-
people in there.
Okay. It's like,
Okay, that was a terrible double clothesline.
Wasn't great. But...
That was bad.
Is she still like kayfabe married to Dexter Loomis?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, they actually
Yes.
just reunited
I
at a live
think
event.
so.
Oh, that's cute.
Once Dexter won a WWE contract on Raw, then they brought him back to start doing
I
his
do
character.
remember that. I did remember seeing something about that, but I wasn't sure if they like that was the end of it. You know what I mean? Like they don't reference?
It seems
they
like they're
did-
kind of dragging their feet on actually making the whole The Way reunion kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
Let's do
going to
it.
reunite just to take down Austin Theory, and I'm for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
Just to
Damn,
humble
that's
their
a good
son.
big boot. Good for
I'm
you.
hoping Tom Castor doesn't break a limb in this match.
Oh, no,
since
not
he seems to in
again.
every match he reps.
So wait a minute. What if they do Ray and Gargano versus Dominic and Theory in a fathers versus sons match?
All for it. Let's do it.
I want it so bad.
I don't ever want to see Dominic wrestle again.
This is true. But here's the thing: anytime
got a
Dominic
point.
is
What
on
the-
my screen, Rhea
Yellow-
is
yeah,
also
Yellow
on
got a
my
point.
What
screen,
was that?
and that's always a good thing.
N on the I.
Indy is her name.
And like Indian.
Like Indian, yes.
Cyclops
Oh,
is better than
Indian.
better than Logan with the cheer. Thank you for the bits. Saying the fact that I was in middle school when Cora, Jade, and Roxanne were born makes me feel both sad and depressed. Father time is going over fast.
They're
I am
babies.
old too. They are
I had-
children.
I had
When were they born?
children-
I think they're
I-
2000s kids.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
2001.
Like
I had
2002,
children
2001.
before
Yeah.
they were in
Yeah.
puberty. Like they are
I
babies.
started high school.
I
Man.
think it was
think if they were born in
2001.
2002, I
Baby.
graduated high school the year they were born.
They were both born in 2001.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
have just started.
Yeah, so I had children
High
before they
school.
went through puberty.
I mean, I was still a child, but I mean, even I'm older than them.
Yeah.
I remember when they
What are you
hired Cora
doing?
Jade
Doing circles.
just for the the
Whoa,
Women's
Jesus
Dusty
Christ, that
Classic.
was really nice.
Yeah.
Good for you,
And I was like,
porn
what are
star.
we gonna do with this girl?
Good for
Like,
you, porn star.
yeah,
What
she knows how
a
to go.
beautiful moonson. Good for her. Wait,
Oh wow, I
is
just
she,
got
like,
to it. That
over?
was
I don't
actually kind of
understand.
nice.
She needs Botox.
Like, do
Her-
people
her
like her?
Forehead wrinkles are stressing
Yeah,
me
is she
out.
over?
People
Do
like
people
her.
like her?
I honestly
yeah, I mean,
can't
I
tell
don't know
if
if people
people like anyone
You have
in
forehead
NXT
wrinkles?
Can
anymore.
I do something?
What do you want to do? If you freaking drop kick me again, I'm gonna knock the shit out of you.
Wait, hold on. I'm having like memory flash. She was on SmackDown like a few months ago, wasn't she?
Who
I
was?
think so, yeah.
Roxanne
Like she was
Perez.
trying
Yeah.
to get a
Yeah, she
partner or
was-
someone.
Okay.
or-
So at one point,
And she was the
Roxanne.
really boring one. No offense.
So at one point, Roxanne and Cora were feuding. They still kind of are. But
Yeah,
at the
I remember
time,
that because
they
she
were
like
on
broke
each
the
other's
skateboard.
show because they were trying to
Yeah.
get someone to have pick your poison matches.
That's right.
Emma,
Yes. Okay. I know who that girl is. She's like
Is the
generic
show
girl
over
44.
yet?
Yep,
Why?
it's over. Good night.
Is Tony still talking?
I have no
Bye.
idea.
So, oh, Kiana, porn star, you
Colt
need
was
to step up
backstage
your
today
game. You have no
coaching, so he's
point.
still talking.
Kiana is also Kiana James is a porn star name. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's why Alex nicknamed her the porn accountant.
I say this as someone who also
the
has
porn
a porn
lawyer.
star name,
Yeah.
but
Wait,
Roxanne has
the
one.
porn
now.
lawyer? Is she a lawyer as well?
What?
No, she's a lawyer. Well, she's like a businesswoman.
accountant.
But the porn accountant. Porn accountant is her
Accountant.
That
assistant.
sounds like something.
The other girl
Why-
is the porn accountant. Her assistant.
why are you practicing
She
your
doesn't
roles?
Yeah, she
What
has
is
an assistant
happening?
who's also like a pseudo
Porn star.
borderline porn star with the
You
way
can't.
she
Yes.
Okay, so everybody has a
Oh.
point, but porn star girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's gonna
basically.
get one, and then it'll come down to the very end, and whoever gets the last one.
And you know what's funny is that the men's is going to be like everyone's going to get 20 points in the first
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
Who's
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
men's? Do I
It's
know
gonna
any
be
of those
stupid.
people?
think,
JD Nick, don't Google me.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Grayson Waller.
Grayson
Oh,
Walla.
oh god.
Yeah, that's all the Aussies love that.
One
Uh,
time I posted something about Grayson Waller and how I didn't know who he was, and his 3 fans found the tweet and started attacking me.
That guy can suck an egg.
I'm in the Iron Survivor match tonight. Me and The Rock's daughter.
I was informed
nice.
that I am Soraya's mystery partner.
That sounds awful.
I kept getting tagged in the post the other day asking who the mystery partner was.
You get 7.5 minutes on an episode of Dynamite. Good for you.
Yeah. People kept tagging me saying it's Cher Delaware, and I'm like, what? What's me?
Mama, can I have that?
No,
LA
you're running out
Cher.
of battery on my
But really,
Mac.
we're wondering who the winner is, but it's all of us getting to watch this
Yeah, talking
show.
about the pop things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro,
The
you are
fans.
irritating.
Yeah, baby. The baby.
Da baby, are you da baby?
Nobody likes that guy. Don't be the baby. Nobody likes the baby.
Earlier he said to me,
World
Don't-
domination.
world domination, but he also
Domination.
world abomination.
Oh
But he
yeah.
also said to me, don't get dust in your eyes, kids. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Don't get dust in your eyes, kids these days.
I mean,
Kids
it's good
these days.
advice.
Kids these days.
Where from?
My name is John Cena the second.
Your name is John Cena the second.
The third, actually.
The third, actually.
Because I'm gonna punch
So
Well,
does
if
that
you're the
make him
third,
John
you're the
Cena's
third, that-
grandson?
no, because John Cena's dad is John Cena Sr. John Cena is
Ah,
actually a
right.
junior.
That's
So
right.
that means that John Cena is your father. Lucky me.
I mean, it would make a
better
lot of
get caught
sense
up.
considering you
Holy
can't
crap!
see him.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing that Booker T's on commentary.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing that started a few
Oh,
months
yeah,
ago.
I mean,
Yeah, he
honestly,
is.
I've had the show on mute the whole time.
Booker
Yeah.
T, what the hell? He's the most cooked commentator. I should really not watch this show.
Yes,
It's just 2 hours of hearing him say
World
"shucky
domination.
ducky quack quack ha ha ha,"
Or him
he-
asking who people are.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Exactly. Exactly.
Our
If
justice.
they didn't come from his
Bye.
wrestling school, he has no idea who anyone is.
Never.
Kiana James better get a fucking point, and we send this thing to overtime.
No.
Well, she
I
does
mean,
like
wouldn't
a
it go to
Phoenix
overtime
match, doesn't she?
anyway? Like, wouldn't
Oh,
one person have to be
okay.
in the lead
Joel, that
regardless?
was
No,
a
I want
very-
5-way overtime.
Ian.
Joel, that was a very good comment.
Damn,
because
that was a nice move.
much like his actual father, you can't see him.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
That's great.
Thank you. Oh no, she has to roll through, and Indy is gonna punch her in the back of the neck, and then
John
here's
better
the
get
roll
caught
Let's
up
go.
on child support. Hey, I know
Oh.
that kid.
Wonder if his first
Wow.
wife had any money coming to her,
Why does everybody do like code reds?
because it's easy.
Ugh.
It's easy.
Oh,
with
right.
Chris Rock.
I can even do it now.
Roxanne.
Oh, Roxanne.
If it's so easy, Joel, go do one right now.
All right, I'll go talk to my wife.
Are
How
you
do you
going to be
think
on
my
the,
mouth
Even have a
are you gonna
point,
be on the
lady.
receiving end of it then?
Stop
How do you-
looking
how
at
do
one
you think
another and
now
start
this is good?
fighting. What the hell? They're all like,
minutes.
"Ugh." It's like you've got a minute
I
left.
know,
Get your
they're
pins
full
in,
out,
do
like
it.
dumbasses. Get up and do something.
Come on, Indy.
I'm
What
gonna
is this
knock
bullshit?
the shit out of you
Match is
if you don't get off of me.
infuriating.
I did do it. 1, 2, 3.
Just remember to turn off your camera before you do it.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
There's
here
not
we go.
enough
Get
people
it.
watching.
You know there's a replay, right?
Just delete it. Don't do the replay.
No, I need the views and the money. I need the 10 cents that it
I
comes
was gonna
from.
say I don't think you're making that much off of it. I'll send you $5, Joel.
I don't think there's that many people if
Wait.
I go Snapchat and
Wait,
tell the
let me
whole
People here can donate super chats and
Nuts.
humper chats.
Yeah, donate. Since Sean tells people I'm employed here.
Yeah, that's right.
Match is truly something else.
What was that?
It's a
flying up thing?
something. It's sure something.
I mean, Cora's literally going to be in the penalty box until like 20 seconds before the match is over.
Yeah.
And then she'll probably get a
And
fall.
then she's gonna get the fall, and it's gonna be Cora and Roxanne.
Oh, great.
Roxanne. Kiana better get something. How embarrassing.
Spanish
to be
fly,
the
and
only
then she's
person
gonna
that
steal the
doesn't have
pin.
one.
Get the pin.
That was it. That was a good Spanish.
See you later.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. Here she comes.
Oh, like, that's
Oh.
10 seconds, man. You guys.
Come on, Kiana, get that Spanish fly. Oh, no porn for you.
God, no.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's over. So
Roxanne. Roxanne. We called it from the beginning.
Yep.
Come here. Watch this.
The most boring one out of the 5 won. Good for her.
I like Roxanne.
Roxanne's actually good.
She's a good wrestler. I mean,
To be honest with you,
baby face,
Cora is the
Porn
most
star is
boring.
boring, and
Is
that's why
she?
they had to give her a porn
Man,
star.
I
To me,
should
she
comment on
is.
NXT.
all her delivery and all her promos is like the most rehearsed thing you'll ever see.
The
So
porn star?
is this girl, this Roxanne girl, gonna beat Mandy?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Who knows?
Because I think they're sending Mandy back to the main roster.
Yeah.
About damn time.
Yeah, she's
Someone's
been there
gotta
way
be
too
damage
long.
control.
Will you two go away? No.
I am clocked out. It is
Is this-
spend for yourself time.
I was literally about to say it's spend for yourself hours.
There's actually really pretty fun.
Amazing.
Please. Can you tell him?
You have to fight the beast.
He's not fighting the beast. Get away.
Can you tell
Okay, so I guess what Roxanne wins at the first PLE on the road, and then it's her versus Cora at Mania weekend.
Probably.
Guess so.
I mean, I probably
Are they
would've-
like this generation's Gargano Ciampa? Like,
Kind of.
is that what
yeah.
they're trying to
This
set
is
up
what they're
here?
working, and they're doing a pretty good job because they're both young, right? They're both the same age,
Yeah.
and they're both like considered prodigies for.
Have
you
they
know-
had good matches?
Yeah, they've
Okay.
had solid matches, and they both come
I know that
from
sounded
indie
sarcastic, but
backgrounds.
like I wasn't trying to be
No, that's
sarcastic.
fair.
I mean, Cora is a decent athlete. Her character is just ugh.
It's gotten better. She's closer to Elena Black now than she is when she started.
All right, so a face won this one, so a heel will win the other one, right?
Well, yeah, there's a heel world champion right now.
There's a heel world champion. Okay, yeah. So
Wait,
it's gonna be
Like
he's the world
here,
champion?
right now,
War.
there's a heel world champion. The women, sorry, Mandy
That's
Rose.
what I
is the
meant.
heel-
I knew what you meant.
There's
Yeah,
a
Oh.
heel. There's a face men's champion.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
Whether
I'm
Yeah,
like,
whether
that-
Apollo or Braun wins, it'll be a face
Exactly.
coming out of the pay-per-view.
Which, like, in some way, it's kind of smart to run that Apollo match because you don't have the Iron Survivor match go into doubt.
Yeah.
And like this is like, it's just a match for a match's sake. There you go. Roxanne Perez is Queen of the Mountain.
Good for her.
good for her. Oh my god, we said that at the same time.
I've been told I should post this on the main site.
I don't think this match. I don't think that match was bad. It was just very like I don't know what's happening now. Who are these?
Mm,
Ex-muffins.
Convoluted.
Pretty deadly.
yeah.
Oh, my favorite. They're pretty and they're deadly.
It's them against
Interesting.
the
New Day.
not the Usos, the New Day.
These guys are here.
The New Day.
Yeah, they showed up this past Tuesday on the show.
What the
They're trying to get views, so they're bringing the New Day and
Yeah.
According to Tyler Breeze, it's specifically so Xavier Woods can take the one accomplishment that Breeze has that he
Yes.
doesn't.
that sounds very Breeze.
He
Oh my
posted
God.
that on Twitter, and it immediately became my favorite part of this whole thing.
You know what I love the most about Pretty Deadly?
They're
They're
pretty
like-
and they're deadly.
Is that
They're pretty and they're deadly. But also,
Oh.
I love that like Billy and Chuck walk so these guys could run.
They're
Billy and
also
Chuck.
not pretty.
I would argue that,
Yeah.
that the heavenly
they have long
bodies
hair? That's
paved the
it.
way for this team.
The
No,
blonde
no,
ones.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The blonde one-
The
If they
hair is
cut
about
the hair,
it.
they would be pretty average.
Well, no, they would be. Well, I guess they would be pretty average. They wouldn't be pretty deadly anymore.
That
They're
was my-
not.
I wasn't trying to do a pun there.
They also look moderately deadly.
Yeah.
They're mid deadly. Is that what we're saying?
I could
Yeah,
see them
yeah.
coming out with like angel wings on, just like heavenly bodies. used
They
to.
need to come out like they're like the angel wings, like they're at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, like the
Right.
full like strut.
I would not be surprised if that happened.
Oh. I mean, considering they're in Orlando, they
I'm sorry. What did you call that town?
Orlando.
Are you just saying that because of who Elton is dating? You're an awful human being.
Who?
No, I'm just kidding. Elton is
Elton?
with Elton's the blonde.
Oh,
He's with
Oh, okay.
what's her face? Kelly
Mhm.
Kincaid.
no.
I don't know what she calls herself in
Um,
WWE.
Reed said I'm not surprised, like he knows who the hell that is. Anyways, no, considering they're in Orlando, and that is
Orlando.
just a short drive from Tampa, I
From
feel
Tampa?
like Tampa.
Tampa.
I feel like my dear friend Ator
A read,
should be there.
a tour, a mead, a pour.
Who's poor?
Abid.
I am.
I am not Charlotte Flair.
Nobody thought you were Charlotte Flair.
I am not Charlotte Flair's dad.
You're also not Ric Flair. That's correct.
Thank God for that.
Mm.
Still time.
to cry.
I look like Ric Flair.
You do not look like Ric Flair.
I look like him, but Mama Peter.
Why is Vic Joseph
Why-
dressed like he's just like at a his house? Like
Why is Booker T blowing his nose on commentary?
Is he laughing?
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful that he was there.
What is happening?
Because he's a termination.
So,
what in the absolute Mackenzie Mitchell? Why are you
what
wearing?
is going on?
Vic
here?
Joseph.
I gotta
Vic-
say, Mackenzie looks gorgeous, but that dress is
Yeah, it's a
not.
bit too
It
much.
makes her look
Oh,
like
you don't
bald.
you don't like Black Swan?
She's
I was gonna
that
say. I
girl
was
on
gonna
the
say
left?
she's definitely channeling a little bit of Bjork
It
right
makes
there.
her look like she's bald, basically.
no, but
Pluggo,
I
what's
know,
happening,
I know
pal?
who the blonde. Who's that brown-headed girl?
she don't know.
Quinn McKay. Yeah, 5 feet of concrete. Kelly Kincaid is her WWE name, but Quinn McKay from Ring of Honor is with Elton from Pretty Deadly.
Okay, who's the
Oh.
chick on the left?
Yeah,
Oh,
who's
that's
the
Tatum
brunette?
Paxley.
Who?
Tatum Paxley.
Tatum.
They need names
Tatum.
which
Is
are
that
more
porn
memorable.
account?
What happened to
I'm not
names
gonna
like
remember that.
Clark and I don't know Melina?
Why
is
is there
Tatum?
never a fucking?
Oh,
Like,
no.
I'm not going to remember
How much
those
I
two
hate
names
these two.
either.
Get these two off my screen.
Is it
I
because
hate
do
these
they need
two
a
party
video?
animals.
Do they need a video package to enter?
Why did they
introduce
change
her?
her name to Katana when
Oh,
everybody?
Like, is she like a Mortal Kombat character?
She gave a whole like white girl wasted explanation.
Oh, it
And
was
Joel-
bad.
the
It
Joel
was
knows
funniest-
how
bad.
much I hate these
Stupidest
two.
thing.
Oh
Is
my
it-
God.
Is it
What
so
makes-
when people looked up her name, they wouldn't see that she was COVID Casey anymore?
There's probably
like
that, but I
Let's-
don't know if it
Let's
was
pop
that.
some pills. Here comes the party girls.
She blocked me on Twitter for calling her COVID Casey.
She looks like
Uh,
she looks like World Domination.
Will you quit saying world abomination?
Wait, I forgot to say. I meant to say.
You're irritating me.
What's funny is like she was one of the few people who had star power from her name before WWE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't.
And then they
understand why
have her-
changed her name.
After
looks like-
years of working as Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah, I mean they could have just changed her to Casey if they didn't want to have Catanzaro. Like
Yeah.
She looks like Kung Fu Panda.
she's not look like Kung Fu Panda.
Yes, she does. She looks like Kung Fu Panda.
You should
Gotcha
tweet.
there.
You should tweet that at her. My son says you look like Kung Fu Panda.
Well,
Blocked
Casey
you,
won't
so
see
good
it
luck.
because she blocked me.
It'd be the most
Blocked you.
random insult she ever received, and she wouldn't know whether to be insulted or not.
Oh, your
Very
brother!
pleased.
Your brother is sending me pictures of his wrestling setup. My child is texting me from the bathroom.
From the bathroom.
Well, he took over my bathroom earlier to make a wrestling setup. So we've got people.
we have
Macho
Randy
Man.
Savage.
Yeah, Macho Man is squirting
Someone's
hair
calling-
gel onto
someone was
Ciampa's
calling.
face, and
Who ended up in the toilet?
nobody, because I told him to keep him out of the toilet. Oh, we've got Big E on a 4-wheeler in the towel rack. Who's that in the wheelchair?
I know. It's that's
Undertaker.
Adam Cole.
No,
That's
that's
Adam Cole.
Undertaker in a wheelchair being pushed off of the sink by Johnny Gargano.
That's not.
Jeff
don't know.
Hardy. took
Honestly,
the
I want to
razor-
see a show booked by your son now.
Jeff Hardy took a razor to Mox's face.
what?
Oh yeah, no, that one
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Oh no.
Kane is choke slamming Darby Allin. Who is this holding Captain America's shield?
I don't know. I know. Mama.
RVD is on top of the toilet paper holder, getting ready to do a frog splash onto Matt Hardy, who's in the floor.
Back in a second.
We've got
Someone on pillies.
the
Skateboard.
fiend being held up by mouthwash cups, and Riddle is on top of him on a surfboard.
Someone's in the sink though.
Yeah, they're trying to drown Roman Reigns in the sink. CM Punk's trying to drown Roman Reigns in the sink. That sounds like something that might actually happen.
She has a cool. I like her vibe.
Isla
This Isla
Dawn.
girl. Yeah, she's got a cool vibe. She's got like a cool entrance and stuff too.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we
she's
go.
awesome.
Now we've
These are
got
UK girls right now.
Andre
Yeah,
the
I
Giant has Dummy Dum Dum in the Q-tip holder.
Okay, so I know
Hey,
this is going to
BJ,
sound
how you doing,
shocking.
pal?
Like, I know this is going to sound so shocking. Like, I never really watched NXT UK. Is she any good?
Isla Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Yes.
I like her.
What about the Alistair Black one?
I showed
Okay,
all of them.
cool.
We went through all of
Cyclops
them.
is better than Logan with the bit saying, is Ivy the Creed brothers' mom or guardian or something? Why does she have the last say in everything if they can wrestle? It's true. Ivy Nile seems to be like the Creed brothers' guardian.
Well, they
She
got
stopped
put
them
up
from
for
having a match last
adoption after Malcolm Bivens left. They got put up for adoption, and she was the one who claimed them. So
She had the $5 for the fee.
yes, exactly.
All right, here comes John Alba Fire.
Wait, what? Why
Her
did
name-
they change her name?
It's John Alba's Fire.
Because they can, I guess.
I hate this.
Listen, when you bring in Kylie Ray for a tryout a few months later, it was almost writing on the wall at that point.
I guess, but like,
And then you have like
They'll
Candace
probably change her
LeRae.
name, too.
And then
Yeah, you have Candice LeRae.
they'll probably change Kylie's name too.
They probably will.
And then Rey Mysterio. Too many Rays.
Too many Rays.
I don't know what's happening.
Does Ray Rougeau still work for the company?
They should bring in Ray Langford.
Kylie's gonna be Alma Pyre.
Okay, but like my hair is the same color as this girl, and I'm also pale as fuck, and so I'm gonna cheer for her.
Cher Dawn. Cher Dawn.
What's her name?
Isla Dawn.
That's a dumb name, but we'll go for her.
My favorite was when she was on NXT UK and Steven Jensen would do the Weekender podcast. He didn't know how to pronounce her name, so he would always call her Isla Dawn. And so I had to like tell him, like send him a video on Twitter being like, hey man, just wanted to let you know, I'm sure no one's ever brought this up to you because no
Probably
one
not.
cares, but like it's Isla Dawn. And he's like, oh shit, have I been saying it wrong this whole time? I'm like, you have. We had a good laugh, but I was just like,
I mean, in fairness to him, they also pronounce it wrong in Jurassic Park.
this isn't Jurassic Park, damn it.
But I mean, that's like so many people think it's pronounced Isla when they see it on a map because of that movie.
Yeah. Let's see. My friend who is pregnant has convinced her husband to read a baby book. And
Is it their first kid?
yes.
Yeah, burn it. Burn the
Well, we had their baby shower last weekend. It's a book that I bought them, and it's called Kids Are Shits.
That's accurate. Read that book.
And she said, she just sent me a message. It said, Dan thought babies were born with a full set of teeth. I'm dying. I said, what? She said, he's reading this book, and he's like, wait, their teeth come in later?
She picked a real winner.
My 16-year-old.
35-year-old years old.
My 16-year-old brother-in-law knows that babies are not born with teeth.
To be fair, he's an only child, and he's never been around babies at all.
Sounds like he's still fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to be around babies.
To be fair, I love her, but she's also stupid. So they're a perfect match.
I mean, I thought that was one of those things that, like, didn't health class kind of teach you the basics of how the body develops? Like,
Now, you got to understand, he took health class in Indiana.
well, never
but-
mind. You don't need to say anymore.
Yeah.
No, please explain
Also-
it for the international students in the class.
Also, I took health class in Illinois, and we didn't even cover like menstrual cycles or anything like that. We did like 3 months on drugs. I could tell you all kinds of shit about meth.
You should have come up. You should have come up to Northern Illinois, where they made us watch a woman give birth on a VHS tape.
Oh,
that
we
was
had to do that. We had to do that in
awful.
8th grade. We had to do that in 8th grade with her hairy cooch and the baby's head coming out of it.
Yes. Oh my God. It was probably the same video. It was extremely hairy.
We had a bunch of, it was like straight from the 80s
Yeah.
and a bunch of fucking 14-year-olds watching this movie. Like, yeah.
One of the guys in the back of the classroom I was in when they showed that had the audacity to yell, "Show it again." And the horrified look on the teacher's face is something I will never forget.
Well, my 8th grade health class was done by a like 60-year-old woman, but my high school health class was done by like a 30-year-old male teacher who slept with the high school female students.
There it is.
So he kind of did not cover like how you get pregnant or STDs or
I didn't learn about the sex I'm having now.
He
so
was
it's
saving
fine.
that
I
for the
did none of it.
demonstration.
yeah, anything. He did get out the banana to show us how to put on a condom. He did do that.
See, they never did that in my health class.
I was like, I don't think I need to know how to put on the condom, but I may need to know what to do if I get pregnant. But okay. I turned the show off, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even watching it.
I'm
It's too
probably
bad,
going to
'cause
tap out after
this
this
will
match.
probably be the best match of the night.
This is a really good match.
Yeah.
I can't focus.
I feel bad for these girls, like having to
doesn't.
wrestle with hair with that much hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do they wrestle with long hair?
Very carefully.
Yeah,
I mean,
truly.
A fair amount of
She has a nice meteor.
Isla's hair, I would assume, is extensions, but it looks
Yeah,
like
but-
Kaylee Ray's is natural.
Almost like the extensions, if they pull on the extensions, they're coming out and they're
Jesus.
ripping the hair that they're attached
Oh,
to
yeah.
out of your head.
Yeah.
Like, at least if they pull on your regular hair, it's probably not going to come out. It's just going to hurt. Like,
That's
Oh,
why I think
Joseph-
Ivy Nile is smart for having her whole style based around the MMA stuff, where she has like the tight braids that don't come undone.
yeah.
Joseph, by the way, we're well aware of Tony Khan announcing that there is no deal for Ring of Honor on TV.
Oh, I
There's
wasn't.
still
And-
no deal.
He then filibustered for the first 30 minutes of the NXT show, thinking that would, help him somehow.
My God.
Yes, they're revamping Honor Club, and he's like, please rejoin Honor Club. We'll put the TV there for now. Other than that, he's like, stay tuned. We'll have TV eventually, maybe, hopefully. Please.
So
still
did they
love me."
actually say when it'll be on Honor Club?
No, God, no. He didn't give a date.
Great.
Why would you sit in your fucking? Sorry, I'm not going to do this here. This is we're watching the show. We're watching NXT.
Watching wrestling.
We're watching wrestling. Not doing this. And the
Yeah,
irony of it
Alba
all-
Fire! Woohoo!
Thank you.
Alba is on fire.
This Alba's on fire.
Damn.
Oh, that front face suplex is painful.
That's a nice tornado DDT. Holy moly, good lord.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I'm in front of you.
I just saw that. So we're pretty much the same.
Are you watching
Oh
on the
my
new channel?
Yes, I
On-
am.
yes,
the
so am I.
WWE channel.
Was yours in Spanish for like the first like 5
Yes,
minutes?
yes.
Mine
I
was,
think it's like in Chinese or something.
Yes,
I was
some
like,
foreign language that I
what?
didn't know.
So Mr. Legendary Person who every woman knows, have an update.
Oh boy.
He's been talking to Cass for like 3 days.
Oh
Because-
God.
Someone show Cassidy where the block button is located, please.
Well,
No,
Cassidy
he's
messaged
probably
him.
pushing it.
He absolutely is.
Cassidy messaged him trying to get him to leave me alone. And then he sent him a picture of us two, trying to see if he would say, I hope you two break up. So he just keeps telling him he needs help, like literally in every message. And he says, I move on after Cher. If she wants me back, let me know. Cassidy, dude, you never had her. You were never anything to her. You are not a part of her life. You are mentally ill. You need help. She will return to me when she is done with AEW, guys. When she bored in her profile, they always did. You are fucking nuts, my dude. You're mentally insane. I'm worried for my friend's safety because of you. I am not a dangerous person. I have no plans to go in Missouri and track her down.
Okay.
This is why I live in St. Louis.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Did both of these women used to be in NXT UK? Yes, they did, and they were a lot of fun. Kaylee Ray's Alba Fire is a former NXT UK Women's Champion.
She was
The
champion
longest
for like
reigning
7,000 days or something. wasn't she?
636 days.
Oh, close
Hashtag
enough.
forever champion. The
How
only
much of that
person.
was the pandemic when they just weren't doing anything?
Shut up, doctor. Shut up. First of all, I was about
She
to
wrestled
say,
every night, defended the title in an open challenge every
right.
night. I remember
That's
it.
right.
That
That's
me and the other 3 people that watched NXT UK remember.
She
Just like
somehow
how I
kept pinning
won.
people while maintaining social distancing.
It
was
works.
nuts.
No,
yeah,
Triple H's
you'd be
magic spray
surprised.
was actually working. Remember
She hit them
Triple
with
H's
her hair
magic
extensions.
ring spray?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this video of everybody dancing
good match.
to Kurt Angle's theme is amazing.
Was that from
It
his
was
birthday or
Swanton.
something?
Yeah, after the went off air last night, like, oh, it's great. All the people who have rhythm in SmackDown, so you can assume who it is.
Wait,
None of the
hold
white
on.
people.
Except Kurt Angle.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
isn't it?
Kurt
It's
wasn't
all the black
dancing.
talent.
oh, she performed voodoo magic on the referee.
What?
As
I
one
missed it.
She performed a voodoo
What,
trickery.
is-
Oh yeah, he's
Referee,
currently.
like-
Oh, that's
Is
Felix.
she a
What?
witch?
Yes, she is a
Yeah.
witch.
Wait, who's the witch?
Nice. That's
Isla
awesome.
Dawn's
Isla.
a witch.
Oh,
Poison the ref. Everyone's
And then,
wow.
that's in the promo when Alba
So
would
the
go, "You
referee's,
might be a
like,
witch,
dying.
but I'm a bitch," and then she would be like, "Rah," and then attack her.
What is the crime?
Poisoning the referee. That's
That's a
assault,
DQ
brother.
though, right?
yeah,
I
what
don't.
the
Was
referee's
it the
doing?
is
No.
it the zombie referee? Because if so, it may not.
No,
be
no.
it.
This is
Ooh.
this is the referee that followed everybody and then unfollowed everybody
I don't
once
know
his
who that
job
is.
was secured. His name's
I don't know.
Felix, I think.
Felix.
Her
Oh
move is the
yeah.
reverse
Yeah.
Oh
DDT.
yeah, I know who
Yeah.
Felix is. I've heard.
Yeah.
Some shit
Oh,
about
not
Felix.
those. That finisher. Oh.
What's his name? Felix.
It's like Felix Navidad because I'm just kidding.
Feliz
Oh.
Felix
Navidad.
Hernandez.
Feliz Navidad.
He actually still
Felix.
follows me.
Felix Fernandez.
Fernandez. Cyclops is better than Logan. Buying ROH had to be drunk impulse buy. Millions paid for something that can't even get a TV deal. Sounds wild. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll get a TV deal for Ring of Honor. Sinclair will come
In
back.
all seriousness, that was a very good match.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray.
Yeah, that
absolutely.
was
Who
a
won?
good match.
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn. She
Isla
performed
Dawn.
voodoo like witch
The one with
tomfoolery.
your hair
Oh.
color.
Okay, well, I would be for Felix. I would like Felix, but his bio says guapo, and if you have to tell people you're handsome, you're probably not.
That's because his mom told him that every day for years.
Well, he looks like he still lives at home with his mom because he looks 12.
He looks like.
Look at this
All right,
man.
I'm not going to say this out loud. You know what? There's a certain adult film star who.
Is it the girl from the first match?
No, it's not the girl. It's a guy. it's a guy who was.
Oh, I'm not
Who
going
is
to know what you're
Latino.
talking about.
He's very.
I don't
very
think
young
he's in.
looking.
I don't think he's in the porn that I'm watching, Joel.
I don't think he is. Oh, you know what? No, you know what? Josh, it's entirely
Oh
possible
my god,
that
he
he
does
is
look 12.
because they're not. The guys are not all contract talents.
Oh, look at
And
that!
some of them-
They've
and
got that.
some of
They got
them-
that free agent deal. They
yeah,
can
and some of them will
pay per appearance. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
some of them will do whatever it takes to get
I
their
don't
way.
know what the fuck
Make a
is
buck.
happening right now.
Gay porn. We're
Yeah.
talking about gay porn.
Yeah, we're talking about gay porn.
What?
I think, aren't we,
Okay.
Joel?
I
We're on the same page
thought
here?
we were.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this was Kaylee Ray's swan song, by the way. Alba Fire's swan song.
Oh, really? Oh, she's
Yeah.
been there forever. So,
I think
yeah.
Oh
I
my
think this
God.
is her out, and then we'll get the whatchamacallit.
If
She'll
they
get in the
call
Rumble.
Alba to the main roster,
we'll probably
John
get her in the
Alba's
Royal
never
Rumble.
Shut up.
Yeah. I think the Rumble will be the start of her return.
Eh.
I think we'll
I'll
get
be
at least 2 or 3 NXT debuts during the Rumble.
I'll be
this
at the
year.
Rumble. Hopefully, it's better than last year.
Can I go?
Finally got a pay-per-view in St. Louis.
It's
It was a good
close to the
pay-per-view.
holidays.
Yeah,
They
they're
just-
just cutting back on the amount that they have.
Yeah, there's no need to run it, especially during the holidays. If
And
you do a
having
show
one-
every month.
Having one between Survivor Series and Rumble is just always weird.
And
Yeah.
you shouldn't have one between Rumble and Mania, but they have 400.
Yeah.
Weird.
Although the Rumble Mania, they gotten better, right? Now it's just the one show instead
Well, aren't
of.
they doing that other Puerto Rico show? Didn't I read about that?
There's talk of it, but
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
a
with like
Puerto Rico.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
There
Bad
is a
Bunny or
Puerto
something?
Rico show, but I think it's kind of gonna be like a Saudi type of thing.
yeah,
Like,
Okay,
it's a paid
alright.
show.
yeah.
It's just like the Melbourne show that they ran years ago.
I'm gonna turn on the
All
light
right.
here.
That was a
Stephanie
paid
wants to do
show.
another one of those, by the way.
I'm sure she
Yeah.
does. They all want to run a show where
Exactly.
where the country pays for them to show up.
We have the
Absolutely.
WWE channel, man. Like
Yeah,
seriously.
we have a whole channel now, baby.
Yeah, dedicated
Look
to
at me.
WWE.
So
I
do
got
they.
my
So do
light
we.
on
They
and
do
now you
shit.
can't read it.
When was the last time they went to Australia for a tour?
2018 was the last time. 'Cause-
2019.
Okay.
Was it? Or did they have a live event after the Super Showdown? Did they?
Yeah, 2019. I went to the show.
Oh, okay. And then it was pandemic, so then
Yeah, so-
pictures. I made some.
I'll go to another stadium show here if they have it.
Yeah. But they do Sydney this time.
Josh, how old are you?
Oh, can go back to
Me,
Melbourne.
I'm 27.
Oh God.
Old enough.
She's
It's like old
nine.
enough.
It's always
Yeah.
the
Yes,
answer.
yes.
I'm old
Please
enough.
tell everyone
enough.
how old I am. Thank you.
She is way older.
Wow, way old.
She
Yeah, I'm way old
35.
too.
Joel, you're like in your late 50s.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
going on with you? How's things with you?
I'm just watching my child sleep on the monitor behind me, or below me, I should say. You know how it goes.
I don't actually.
I've recently
someone in
moved.
my late 20s.
That's true.
Oh,
I've recently moved. That's nice. I can now be that guy who says, "Oh, I live in a condominium."
Ugh.
So I have that going for me. We
Should
rent
be-
the
should be
condo. By the
true.
way.
Oh, you're gonna start complaining about your association
Mama,
soon.
turn
It's
that.
No, I don't
natural.
get that right because I am not an
No.
owner. Therefore, I
That's
just
Oh,
I rent.
Mama, why are you?
I am an owner and I do not have a homeowners association.
Is everyone excited about John Cena returning?
Of course.
Of Chain Gang,
Yeah.
baby. Hustle,
Our
loyalty,
Mitch
and
is
respect.
returning.
Hustle, loyalty,
Can I
and
show
or
them?
respect.
Sit down. Why are you standing up on my bed?
It
You don't
is.
stand on furniture. What are you showing them?
Can you show them it? The pictures.
Reed, you're not showing it to them. You've got my phone turned to the side.
Show make her show it.
Look at this, pop me. Does your kid sleep under your work desk?
There we go. There,
It's
that's
the
what he
new
wanted
day.
to
I know the new day.
They don't want to see all
For
the-
reference, my kid is 8 months old.
Oh my
I'm
God.
watching him on the
No.
monitor.
because they
I
don't
thought
have-
we were gonna have to see another
No,
Lacey
no,
Evans video because I
no.
looked up and saw her in military attire.
Oh yeah,
but
no, it's,
it's just for the
Tribute
tribute to the troops.
which has already been filmed and no one cares about, so it's great.
Lol.
Why do they film that so far in advance?
Because it's when they can get all the troops or something.
But they're not even going overseas anymore.
Well,
They're
it's
just going to a
because-
base here.
Because they usually have two to 3 weeks off over the holidays, and a lot of people leave and
Oh yeah, true.
leave and go home. So they got to do it while they're still there.
If you make a question mark,
I lived on a military base.
Oh, gotcha.
No.
Get out of my room!
No.
Big fan of Alex Cardoza asking
Don't
you why you were in
touch
New York.
that.
I'm not.
What do you mean you're not? I can see you.
I wasn't touching it. God,
I need a day off from my days off.
Have you considered putting locks on the doors?
he had locks.
Have you
I've
considered
considered-
using them?
I've considered selling them on eBay.
The kids or the locks?
The kids. Why are you bringing? Oh, they want me to show you.
I
their
will
sign
say,
of
like, I'm
love.
sure you love your kids and I'm sure they have a great time, but it does make me very happy that I don't have children.
By the way,
It's a good thing Maggie's not on this stream. She would be so jealous right now.
I'm still on a hunt.
Please
I have to
stop.
go to Toys R Us
Stop.
and I have to find a Wardlow action figure for him.
You have a Toys R Us?
Yes, Canada still has Toys R Us.
You have
What
to
the
find a
hell?
Wardlow
Really?
action figure for
Toys R
who?
Us? I don't
I think there's a
remember
few.
now.
I think there's a few.
You have to
Not
find a
many.
Wardlow action figure for who?
For
There is-
Wardlow.
Adelaide, actually.
Wardlow told
Why?
me before our interview that he always wanted to find his action figure at a Toys R Us. But of course, they don't exist in the US. So
Interesting.
He's never had the opportunity. So when we did the interview, I was like, I will look at a few around the area and see if I can find any. So far, I haven't found any, but I'm positive because they all stock them.
Yeah,
The
you'll
AEW
find
figures.
one.
I'm sure I'll find one. But I told him like once I do, like I'll take photos with Jeffrey the giraffe or whatever, and like I'll put the stupid thing.
Take him out of the box and make him ride Jeffrey.
Pretty deadly.
That was from when I met him in Chicago, and I said, "Warhose, rise up," and he thought that was funny.
I think Wardlow should get a payment.
You should. Do you think Wardlow should get a payment for what?
Okay, so once upon a time, Jeremy, my kid wouldn't actually sleep in his crib properly. So later at night when I was working, he would be next to me in my office while I was doing whatever. And he would sleep not in a car seat, but like in a kind of it was actually something that Cher gifted us, like a rocking chair seat type of thing. He loved sleeping in that thing for a long time. But now he's good in his crib. He's comfy. He has his own bedroom now, which is awesome. Yeah, it's good. It's time for the tag title match.
It's a new day.
Well, no, Pretty Deadly is
is.
coming out right now.
I've seen a theory being floated around that Tyler Breeze is going to show up and like turn on Woods and cost
Join
them the
Pretty
match.
Deadly.
Yeah,
Perfect. I'm all
Yeah.
in on it.
right.
I'm all in on it. And then
Be
he's
the
back.
father.
Dango was at WrestleCade. He's so freaking funny. Anyway, I was talking to Dax and he came over and he was like, "I'm so excited to see your match tonight with Speedball Mike Bailey," which if you have not seen that match, it was fantastic. But he comes over and he's like, because New Day is in the match. That's why. He comes over and, talking to him, whatever. And Dax was like, "You got a match tonight?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, me and Carlito gonna be a fucking 5-star classic."
Ain't nobody care about Luda.
Luda Parker?
That one guy in the chat trying to troll us,
What did he say?
saying that TMZ is reporting Luda's dead. He's not, by the way, just for those keeping track. You come in here and try and troll us, I'm going to block you next round, baby.
Adam Cole.
Say bae.
We got to meet Adam Cole, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have a picture of you with him, so
Don't show them!
I'm not showing them.
Please show them.
No, show them.
Please show them. Please show
That was the night that Cash choke slammed you.
Please show them. Please.
So what are we doing? New Day win?
I think New Day.
I don't think so
Yeah.
unless they drop it like immediately because Kofi already declared he's in the damn Rumble.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
They
I
can
think
be on
You'd right.
both shows.
They
Just
might
show
hold them
up.
to so they get more tickets sold for that Charlotte show.
That was
that's
me.
True.
That
And
was all the thing.
honestly, I'm sure that Woods would prefer it if they're not having to be on SmackDown because he can just fly Atlanta to Orlando. Like, it'd be so much easier.
They'll probably
for him.
still work both, won't they?
Not necessarily.
I guess not, but it's not like they're doing anything on SmackDown at the moment. are they?
Literally. That's
They're
that's
just,
what I
they're
was
just
talking
floating
to.
around.
Yeah, I was talking to Will about
Who's Will?
Will, you know who Will is.
Will Biggerstaff?
Who the hell is Will Biggerstaff? Anyways, we were talking about
Hey, look, it's pretty blocked, Rob. Sorry.
What the-
If you're going
what
to
the
come in here
hell?
and be a homophobe, you can go fuck yourself. I'm just putting that out there now.
oh,
We don't play that game here.
No.
yes, I meant Will Washington. What did he say?
Not important.
I want
Yeah,
to yell
best
at him.
not to know.
I want to know. It'd be kinda
I wanted to
funny.
go on a tangent and yell at him.
Not
Let
important.
me finish my story first.
Finish your story.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm suffocating my child right now.
Been there.
Stop. We were talking about how what the hell?
New Day wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, Top Dollar. What the hell is that group called?
Hit row.
Hit Row.
Bro.
About how Hit Row hasn't done much since they came back, and I said, but to be fair, they don't really give a fuck about any tag team except for the Usos. Like, they just kind of feed everybody to the Usos, and everybody else is just like, let's have a bunch of matches that are inconsequential all the time. That's why I don't like all the titles being on the same people. All right, you want me to show them this one? Here, Reed would like for everyone to see him with Adam Cole. Baby.
That's a picture.
No.
Cole was so sweet to him too. He and
My mom.
He's a super nice guy.
will you shut up? Him and I think it was Trent were telling Reed he was the most adorable wrestling fan they'd ever seen. He said, "I am."
Why? Why do they lie to the kids?
Number 1, bro.
Wow, Joel.
You guys are seriously about to go to bed.
Oh God.
You're getting on my last nerve.
I just sent you a picture.
Yeah, Camden, I see it. It's more action figures in my bathroom. Now CM Punk is literally drowning Roman Reigns. The water is on.
I'm sure that is something he has dreamt about.
I turned the water off.
Okay.
Oh, my booty hurts.
How are we feeling about this pretty deadly Santa gear?
You need to go
What
get
it
a
is.
snack if you want one before bed, because you guys are going to lay down.
Would y'all wear this? I would wear this.
I would wear. I'm wearing this underneath my clothes right now.
Are you?
Mm,
That is a smart deal. I would do that.
mm.
Isn't it great that the guy with no butt twerks?
Yeah.
He has
Uh,
Kobe?
no ass.
How
Yeah.
awkward.
Kofi has the
None of
saddest
these
butt
guys
I've
have
ever
much
seen.
cake to be.
He's got.
Woods.
No, but we get twerk off. Oh,
Woods
Does
is
Woods
all
have a bit of
right.
cake? Okay.
Woods is all right, but yeah, I tell Kofi that he needs to do some weighted squats or something because that man has no butt.
yeah.
He really
a
doesn't.
standing
It's just
twerk
like
off.
back then legs. Oh hell.
I hope all
Okay,
four of them
I'm
do it.
probably gonna take off. I'm gonna go and have some food and stuff, and
Yeah, I need to have food
Is
soon.
it- yeah, after the
I'm
twerk
done with
off
this
really
show,
did it
man.
for you.
Like,
Yeah.
That's the twerk off really did it for you, eh?
like
I'm gonna get
no.
some.
It's
Get
like,
some
nah, I'm
food.
done.
I might pop back in after if I turn this show back on, but it's probably
Yeah.
going to stay off.
Oh come on, you love it.
I don't know what other matches are happening.
There is the
I can't wait for the other Iron
Match.
Survivor match.
there's the other
Yeah.
Iron Survivor match. There's the NXT World Championship match. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it. I think.
okay.
So there's only
Sick.
this match and then 2 more.
Sick.
That's not too bad.
Oh, this.
Hey, did you hear the news? Did you hear the unfortunate news?
What news?
You're blocked.
Oh,
That was fun.
okay.
Fun. All right. Well, on that note,
No, stick around.
I'm out of here. I'm out
I know
of here.
you
Have,
love
have
this. This is
fun.
my
Yes.
favorite.
Have fun with all of this, and I'll speak to you guys soon. All right.
Get that booty
bye.
off going. See you
Goodbye.
later. It's good to see you,
Bye.
Josh.
So why
Man,
is this
everyone's
two
gone.
of
What's
us?
stuff now?
Wow.
Are we supposed to have a twerk off? Is that what happens now?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get off.
I can't do it. I don't want to get out of my chair either.
Yeah.
Very comfortable right now.
I need some food in me.
I know that feeling.
How much
did I-
longer is this match?
I think it's got another about 5 or 10 minutes to it.
Sorry, I had to step away
I have
for
to
a minute.
act like
I just
I'm
found out.
interested.
What's
Welcome
up?
back, dog.
I just found out that the water main burst in my front yard, so I'm going to be without water for a few days.
Oh,
Oh
that
no,
sucks.
that's not good.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
I'm very quickly filling the bathtub with water while I can, so I have backup water just in case.
yeah, that's probably a good
Yeah.
idea. Holy shit, that sucks.
Well, yeah, for like flushing the toilet and stuff, you know.
You flush the toilet?
Do I? Yes, I do regularly.
Why would you do that? That sounds like a waste of time.
Yeah, why not just let it all pile up, right?
Yeah, that's right. If it's yellow, let it mellow.
Oh,
If it's
God.
brown, let it mellow.
So you just want a stained bowl.
It's not my place.
Yeah,
complain
it's
to
mine.
management afterwards.
So that's gonna be super fun.
I kept thinking that Elton Prince's like stomach hair was a really bad tan. Like he just put tanner right here on his chest.
Oh.
Just the spray tanner got down that far and then found out he didn't have any money and was just like, well, I'm not
Oh,
finishing.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, I'm out of credits on the tanner. Can anyone spot me a $5?
He ran out of tokens.
Exactly. That's what happens when you use the spray tanner at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my God. Joel, I know you're from Canada, but have you ever heard of a place called Grand Slam USA?
No, but I'm really listening now.
It was one of those big sporting facilities that had like batting cages and all these indoor things, mini golf, arcade, all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through some boxes in my closet the other day and I found a token for one of their machines that has to be from the 80s.
Oh my gosh.
I posted a
are you
picture
gonna
of it
go?
on Twitter and they're still a company. They still do something. So I tagged them.
And what did they say? Have they gotten back to you?
Oh, I don't think the social account is very active. It's like once
Oh.
every 2 months something will get posted.
So you gotta follow them. You gotta turn on notifications. And the
Right.
next time they post anything, just hop right on that shit immediately.
I was just shocked that I even like held on to it for any reason.
Oh, there you go. Sully remembers Grand Slam USA.
Hell
Oh.
yeah. It's probably good for one round in the batting cages. Or at least it was 30 years ago. God knows what it would be worth now.
And now it's like 10. You got to use 10 tokens for that.
Like, we'll give you one ball for that token.
You will take it and you will like it.
My brother was notorious for stealing baseballs from Grand Slam USA.
Why would you do that?
Because he was a baseball player and he was always losing baseballs by like hitting them into fields where he couldn't find them.
Gosh, that's so weird.
My brother should have gone pro. He hurt his back when he was 18 trying to move a boat by himself.
Oh, that's such a stupid way to.
Yep.
Yeah, that is...
But like he literally, when he was 14, he was one of 28 kids in the United States selected to represent the country at a huge tournament in Aruba.
Okay.
It was like a legitimate Little League World Series with actual world teams, and it was nuts. He was really good. And then his high school coach really wanted him to play football too. And when he didn't, he basically just treated my brother like shit and made him hate baseball.
Oh, they just did a really good spot. Sorry, with Xavier, and both members are pretty deadly. Slide through the ropes, do the drop kick.
Oh, I missed that. So the replay, thank God.
I wonder if they'll replay it. They should.
Woods is such a good worker. Like,
He is.
Yeah, please.
he legitimately can have a great match with anybody.
Even me.
Even you.
Sully wants more twerking, by the way.
From who?
Yes.
All right. I mean, I don't know if he'll believe me, but I'm twerking right now.
Hey, you think Tony Khan is still talking, but like in the locker room offline, just talking to the boys and just being like, "Don't turn on that NXT show, guys."
He's just in the empty press conference area.
It's just him in the empty press box.
Just everyone's gone, and he's just like, "So, who wants to hear a story about me when I was a baby?"
Who wants to hear about CM Punk at All Out 2021? I could talk about it with you. Now that we're off the record.
I felt kind of bad for Tony when that happened. Like, there's no way he had any idea that was going to happen. And
oh, he got completely sideswiped.
Yeah.
Amazing to watch, though.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I know you.
Welcome back.
Did you like lock them in their room and
No, I made them go to bed.
by locking them in their room?
No, door's open.
Oh my god, that tag team code breaker.
Look,
That was wild.
see, I even have Adam Cole Bebe on my wall in my office.
Nice.
Nice.
I love this thing. Trying to find people's names on there. Oh, look, there's Breezes and Woods.
So what they're all dead. Playing dead.
Ah, the Eddie Guerrero.
The Eddie Guerrero.
Like, get up!
This is so stupid. I love it.
Okay, now I'm downstairs, so hopefully I can turn it on the TV.
Whoa, your house has 2 floors?
Yeah, but only 2 TVs, too. One in the living room and one in the playroom.
I have one, and it's literally behind me in this shot on the floor. Cyclops is better than Logan with
Got the
bits saying,
NXT chance, man.
and the towels. Cyclops is better than Logan with the bits saying Triple H or Stephanie wouldn't have let Punk get the first sentence out. TK looked like a scared child.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't know how to react. I get it.
no.
He's never
And,
had
like-
to deal with anything like that either.
The thing with Phil too is he wasn't gonna stop. Like, what was he gonna do? Call the security to come out to stop his champion?
Cut his
Like,
mic off?
Tirade.
And I love how after that WWE was like, you know what? We should do more press
Yeah.
conferences.
We were like, we can do it better than he can.
1, 2,
And you know what the worst
three.
part is?
We have
They are
new
doing it
tag
better than
team
AEW.
champions.
Yeah.
Because I've said it a million times. AEW and ROH press conferences are kayfabe vortexes. They mean nothing. They are nothing. And you just got to play along.
That's why I've never
And New
asked
Day
a
are the new
question when
NXT
I've-
tag team champions.
Yes.
I've
The
avoided
New Day
asking
are
questions
the
at the ones that
new
I've been at.
NXT champions. I mean, tag team champions.
The first one for All Out in 2019 that I was at, they had us in this little room off to the side that was like warehouse storage space. I shit you not, there was a garage door that led out to like the facility parking lot area in this room we were in.
I remember that.
There was no chairs. And then as me and my boss were like we got lost trying to find where we were supposed to go, so we showed up a few minutes late. And they told us, they're like, hold back, don't go in until Hangman's done talking. And then Pac comes and stands next to us, and we're like, oh, so there's an angle about to happen. And he walks in the room, throws a water bottle at Hangman, and then walks out. And then we're finally allowed to go in. And like, you do not realize just how short Pac truly is until you're standing next to
He's
him.
like
Yes.
5'3".
Yeah, he's absolutely shorter than I am.
But he's still like built like a brick shit house, so it's like the
Oh, yeah.
weirdest juxtaposition.
Still, like, he's like a fucking brick. Like,
Yeah.
he's almost as like broad as he is tall. Yeah, he's
Like, I felt like I was a foot taller than him, and he still kind of intimidated me.
I swear his like BMI is like 2. Like,
it's 0.2.
If that, I was gonna say, yeah.
that man has no fat. Like,
The only fat he
Also,
has is the
someone
avocado
else-
he had for breakfast.
someone else who is not tall, and they need to quit trying to tell me he's 6 foot tall.
Adam Cole, baby.
MJF.
Who? Oh, I'm Jeff. I'm just
So-
5'8".
I downloaded my Twitter like archive, and I was going through the media files just to look at some of the random shit I'd posted throughout the year. And I found a screenshot of when NXT had Adam Cole's stats up on the big screen, and it said height 6 foot.
6 foot. That's what started that whole
He
thing.
is
I love
not
that he.
6
I love
foot.
that he thinks it's funny too.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
when
yeah, he has a
when-
good sense of humor
When
about it.
Sean did that interview with him, and he was like, "Who is taller, you or Malcolm Bivens?" And he was like, "Oh, that's a tough one."
Tough one.
Like,
No,
Does it
Adam
say
Cole
new
is a super
debut?
nice guy. When I talked to
yeah.
him, he was like one of the friendliest people from AEW that I've dealt with.
legitimately one of the nicest people I have ever met.
He seemed like after all these years, he's still excited to talk about pro wrestling with people.
Yes,
It's great.
He's just so nice. Like when Cash was taking the boys over to meet people, he was like, I don't want to interrupt you guys or anything. And Cole was immediately like, oh, like dropped his bags and everything to talk to him. Like just absolute sweetheart.
You know what's really funny is the one person who kept trying to tell me during the interview how introverted they were and how much they don't like talking, who was also one of the best interviews I've ever had, was Dax. Like, he'll sit there and say, I'm not well spoken, and then tell you the best fucking story you've ever heard.
Yeah, he is very well spoken. I think that a lot of it is his anxiety and him thinking that he's not, because we talked about that. Cash is well spoken, but he is more introverted.
You can tell he's reserved.
But he's very smart. But he's definitely more reserved.
What's funny, by the way, like, I got to interview them separately, and it was crazy how similar their answers were to everything.
Shout out to NXT for once again showing us that the new year starts Tuesday, January 10th.
January 10th. Okay.
Not the first.
So that's when 2023 starts. Okay.
2023 begins on the 10th.
One of my
not
favorite
on Sunday
things. One of my favorite things ever was when the Y2J countdown started, and people were like, "Oh, they're counting down to Y2K." It's like, guys, pay attention to the days and numbers here. It's nowhere near Y2K when that ends. Oh wait, I literally did not pay attention who won the match because I'm looking at a commercial.
I told you the New Day won the tag titles.
New Day.
Oh, did they really? Oh wow.
Yeah, because I told you there's a PLE happening outside the PC, and they got to sell some tickets.
That's
like gotta have people show up.
Oh,
and they're not.
Tyler Breeze is gonna be so mad.
They're not cutting down on the stupid like ticket sales. Like they wanted that arena to be at least 3/4 full.
They want
that's not a small arena
at least.
Yeah, that is not a small arena. Like it's a 19,000 seat venue. Hey, Drew was here.
Drew,
I hope you're able to join us, Drew. I know you've been running around all afternoon.
And there's one match left, right? Or two?
Nope, two. NXT Championship and the Iron Survivor.
God, it feels like I've been watching wrestling all
I am going to have lunch. I may repeat, but yeah.
Overrated, don't bother.
Title is good, but whatever. Or not good, I don't know. But I'm going to miss it.
I mean, when I was on the pre-show with Maggie earlier, she was eating. Nobody minds.
True, you can't eat.
All right, see you later,
never
Jesse.
saw her again.
But yeah, that damn pre-show started at like 1:30, and ever since then, I've just been thinking about and watching wrestling.
Yeah, it's been a long day. The Fightful account just retweeted my stupid. I feel like the New Year is a little earlier than that.
I think I'm gonna order some pizza.
Really?
Nice.
So late.
Back off.
Can I have some? Lee Butler with a super chat. Were you guys scared as I was to see Kane's face? Always and forever.
Bro, go away from me.
I'm always scared whenever he pops up in my mentions because
it's abhorrent shit.
When he first got into politics, there was a lot of liberals who were like, he's one of the few conservatives I don't mind because he just seems focused on the economy and stuff.
He changed that quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Libertarian my ass.
My favorite thing, and like, I'm sorry, I know there are smart wrestling or smart wrestlers, but like how every single wrestler was like, the smartest guy in the entire locker room has got to be Glenn Jacobs. Every time I see him, he's reading. And I'm like, motherfucker, if reading is the thing that you equate with smarts, y'all dumb.
Like, I have no doubt that Glenn Jacobs has a decent IQ and basic reasoning skills. It's just his personal views. His personal views.
He's just
playing the stupid.
Yeah. He's pandering to the location in which he is mayor.
100%.
Yep, 100%.
I will also be right back. I just got to deal with something.
Okay. But yeah, if he moved to Illinois, like Cook County,
Yeah, I
would
was gonna
immediately
say
turn blue.
Northern Illinois, not
Yeah.
Southern.
Not even all Northern Illinois. I'm in McHenry County, which is like on the border of Wisconsin, and we go red for most things.
Oh yeah, everything down here is red. It doesn't even matter.
The guy who married my aunt a few years ago is actually our county clerk. He just got reelected.
Oh boy.
I had to see him at a memorial lunch for my grandmother not that long ago. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Him and my aunt are just super into politics, and that's all they like to talk about.
I made a rule at all of our family get-togethers that nobody is allowed to talk about politics because the majority of my family is like uber conservative, which I am not. And then my brother claims to also be a libertarian, but he's conservative. And so it's just like a constant. And he like is a I don't believe COVID is real person. And my sister is a COVID floor nurse. So like not a great combo.
Nah. That's how I ended up having to block TJP, was arguing about COVID denial.
Yeah. I laughed about everybody hating Pritzker so much, and they really thought he was gonna get voted out, and I was like, y'all are nuts if you think he's not getting reelected. This guy he has such a big head. He's an off-brand Finn Balor.
Literally, every time I see him, I can't help but think about the funniest tweet I ever saw, which was somebody being like, oh, look, it's bobblehead Balor. And this was during NXT UK, like the original tournament way back in the day.
Yeah. I did not
died.
know that he was in regular NXT until Kevin Owens went down there and he called him Mick Don't Google Me. And I was like, oh my God.
Kevin Owens just does not give a fuck, and it's great.
He does not.
But like, he knows that Triple H loves him, so he's not getting punished.
Yeah, he knew Shawn and Triple H aren't going to do shit to him, so he's like, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a reason they changed his fucking name. Who's this?
Axiom, the former A-Kid from NXT UK.
I don't know who that is.
He's actually really good, but the way they're portraying him as like a Power Ranger is
interesting.
Yeah. Like, he's British, but he's supposed to be a luchador, I guess. I don't know.
That's a take. I don't even. That's odd.
But he's super fun to watch. Like, he is very good. He's
I'm sure. I'm sure he's good.
But like, he's basically the male Xia Li. It's like they're trying to portray him as being a superhero, and they're going to give up on that as soon as he gets to the main roster.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
remember that lightning she had during her entrance when she first showed up?
Yeah.
I actually kind of
dramatic.
I actually dug that. That was like the only AR graphic they ever did where I was like, you know what? I like that, and it works for her. And then they never did it again.
Yeah, that was odd.
I don't know why they don't use her more. She's great.
I know. They really need to. So this has Joe Gacy, Carmelo Hayes. Oh, I want Carmelo to win.
I think it's Grayson Waller who's going to win this.
Shut up. Why would you say that?
Because he's the heel in this match.
He sucks.
McDonough's already had 2 with Breaker, and they were fucking awful.
Of course.
Gacy
Carmelo's a heel too, though, technically.
But Carmelo and what's his face and Breaker, like, that's the match. But I don't think this should be how we get there.
My head hurts.
And then we did Gacy already too. M.A. Solka with a super chat saying Axiom's going to win because he involves math. It's true though.
That's fair. That is fair. I'm trying to delete pictures off my phone, and I just found the picture from when I needed pasties to wear a dress to my kid's parent-teacher night at school, but I couldn't find any except for Christmas ones that were gingerbread men, and I'd had a spray tan, so when I took it off, I had gingerbread men nipples.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Oh, it was quite the time. Quite the time.
Okay, I have to mute this tweet now.
Your tweet? What's the tweet?
The one that the Fightful account retweeted about.
Oh, if
Whatever,
Fightful or
it's generated.
Sean ever retweets you, you have to
Oh,
turn
I
off
immediately
those notifications.
Yes.
mute those tweets.
Yes.
I let it bask for like 5 minutes where I laugh at some of the replies, and then I'm just like, okay, now we're just getting to stupid comments club.
And honestly, that's why I don't interact with a lot of pro wrestlers' Twitter accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Because I don't want to deal with their fans' replies, or if that pro wrestler responds back or retweets it or whatever it is, then your notifications are just dead for the day.
Yeah. That's anytime Dax replies to anything of mine, I'm like, because I know it's going to be like 2 weeks of people replying and liking it. And I'm like, God.
and then asking when you break up.
Yeah. And then saying they hope we break up. And I let him know that we broke up over Thanksgiving. He said he would tell his wife.
Nice. What's my favorite thing on Twitter is when you'll see a random tweet from like 5 years ago get a like. And it happened to me recently, and I looked at the account that did it, and I'm not kidding. This account is dedicated solely to reposting clips of a porn star named Kenzie Reeves.
I love it.
And so I'm like, what are they doing liking a tweet from 2017 that has nothing to do with porn? Like, none of the words in the tweet could have even been taken as like porn keyword searches or anything.
Right.
It was the most random shit.
So odd. What am I looking at here? The only place in town that delivers.
What is that?
Pizza place. Oh,
They all
shit.
deliver, of course.
Nope, they close in 30 minutes. Never mind.
So get it now.
They won't deliver if they close this soon.
Oh, then you live in the wrong town.
Yeah, no shit.
That's true.
I would say
Ron
move
Mello-
up north, but then your cost of living would just go through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg got the right idea, by the way. Braun and Mello for the Mania show is that's the play. At least in my opinion.
But I could also see one of them getting called up during the Rumble and like that being their main roster call up.
I think they still have more time with Braun in NXT.
Maybe it
I think
really
Mello's
feels
ready.
Like,
and
yeah, Mello's been
Braun.
ready. Trick will probably stay behind in NXT.
I think they like Trick on a main event this past week.
Really?
I think they liked him. They shot some backstage stuff. Like they did some stuff.
We'll see.
I was not about to say that I like Kenzie Reeves. Although I love that I'm the only visible camera on screen right now. This is just perfect.
At least I have a picture of Bret Hart with a computer.
It's true. I should have just, I don't know why I didn't like remove Justine from the stream. She's like sitting there with headphones on being like, they talking shit about me. Let's start talking shit about it for real.
I mean, I wouldn't even pretend to have anything bad to say about her.
She's Australian. That's all you need to say.
I mean, I'm
It's
an
both
American.
factual-
I don't have room to talk.
It's true, actually.
Really, do any of us have room to talk anymore? Every country is kind of shitty these days.
What are you talking about? I'm Canadian. We're perfect.
Doug
wrong.
Ford.
Not my premier. Hashtag not my premier. Pierre Poliver, on the other hand, that's the guy I got to fucking worry about. He's the conservative leader. You and I had this conversation once upon a time. He's a piece of shit. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Most politicians are.
It's true. Oh no, he kicked
even
out
the
Sam
good
in the
ones you deal with. Like, there's always an amount of shit you have to deal with.
It's true.
It's just which shit you're willing to deal with is what you have to choose.
Dead or funny.
What?
Someone was asking what I would be like in an alternate universe.
Well, you'd be Joe Gacy.
Yeah, that's true. We're already in this alternate universe.
You'd have a cult with The Rock's daughter and two
all I had to do was
formerly well-dressed men.
All I had to do was give her $7. It's amazing what the Rock's family will do for $7. Mello gets $1. And by $1, I mean Mello gets a pin.
The Rock's reactions to Black Adam basically losing money and him trying to like be in denial about it.
Just spoke to my accountant. I'm still rich.
Right. But like he sent out this detailed tweet of like, it's on track to make this, which proves it's going to be this profitable, blah, blah, blah. It's like, buddy, who are you fooling?
Take the L. You had a bad day.
Did you see Black Adam?
No, of course not. I haven't seen a movie in years.
It's like, it is one of the most paint by numbers superhero movies I can think of. And it was supposed to be this whole different thing. It's like, oh, this time you're following the bad guy.
Yeah.
No, we're not. He's still basically a hero in this story. He's just willing to kill the bad guys, unlike most of the heroes.
Cyclops with a bit saying the only thing in Australia is criminals, snakes, spiders, and evil emus. Wouldn't recommend. I agree. Have been there. I can tell you. That's exactly it. Criminals, all of them. Yeah, Pedro just chimed in to say it's an okay movie.
I mean, it's like I said, it's very paint by numbers. It's not terrible. It's just nothing special.
I haven't seen it. I once made a pact with myself that I was going to watch all the Marvel movies and catch up. And then I was like, there's a Marvel movie coming out every fucking week. And I'm a completionist. So like, but I can't make the time. My attention span is such that like, I will just get bored.
You kind of have to watch most of the shows too. And that would just take you forever.
I can't. I watch a lot of wrestling and I watch a lot of YouTube and Twitch, and that's it. Most of the stuff I watch is live.
Yeah. I'm just lucky that I like have been keeping up with it since the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, did Cher leave?
She probably had to make a phone call, which means she has to be off of her phone. I don't know if she's using anymore.
I mean, that was a good looking picture, so I thought she was using a computer.
She has her iPad Pro.
Oh, that might be it
doing now. Yeah, like that's your first mistake, Sully. Watching us. Who's next? Is it Joe Gacy? No, it's Grayson Waller. Speaking of awful Australians.
So I've seen some tweets going around recently that I'm not sure if I even want to. What?
Sorry, Waller just immediately got 2 pins and sent 2 guys to the penalty box. That is, Axiom goes right back to the penalty box.
Oh my god,
that's great.
I just got to that. You're slightly ahead of me.
I am in love with that moment.
Wow, you might be right that he wins.
I think he's gonna win. He's the heel that hasn't had the title match yet, and he deserves that shining spotlight.
Does he?
He does. I'm sorry, but he is very entertaining. He's a good wrestler. I think a lot of people just get so caught up in like his character being such a shitbag that they can't really see that he's a good wrestler. Like he's a good developing wrestler. Like, I don't think his heat is go away heat. I really don't.
I mean, for me it is, but only because of the character. I don't have anything against
that's it.
him.
That's the character.
Yeah. But it's a character that's so annoying. I don't want to see him lose. I just don't want to see him. Like to me, he's obviously a better wrestler, but like I view him in the same category as Logan Paul. Like if I never have to see them on my TV, I'll be fine.
But when you watch a Logan Paul match and it delivers, you know it delivers.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm enjoying it.
You enjoyed it. Come on.
I mean, I was impressed by it. I won't say that I enjoyed it. I thought it was dumb to even book it the way that they did with him getting so much offense. But that's just me. I'm kind of a grouch when it comes to the whole celebrity wrestling thing.
Yeah, I get it. And like, I watch it. I talk about it. I don't.
Wait, why is he locking them back in the? Oh, so he can beat him up.
Yeah, Axiom wants to beat up JD McDonald. Don't Google my name. I love it. Sulko's just like, Axiom, I'm not trapped in here with you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, Grayson Waller. You're
You know
a piece
what?
of shit.
Giving him a Rorschach mask would actually make him way more interesting. And
That's
they have
true.
those in real life. Like, you can actually buy a fabric mask that changes like that.
This is fun. I like this match so far.
I mean, the WWE PLEs, like, they always kind of deliver when it comes to the action. It's just whether or not the booking decisions are any good is what usually ends up being the discussion at the end of the day.
When we were at our worst in the booking, you know, I would tell Tim on Tim and Joel Call It in the Ring every Sunday right now at 10 a.m. Eastern. Tim and I would say, like, the wrestling is great.
Yeah.
These guys know how to do their job. The women, like, whatever, guys being non-gender specific, know what they're doing. And they know how to wrestle, and they know how to put together a match. Sometimes the outcome is dog shit, and sometimes it's just not what you expected, but there is maybe a grander story to be told, not necessarily in the WWE world with Vince McMahon, but now there's a little bit more thought put into the finishes, into the direction of the stories.
Yeah, I mean, now there's more willingness for people to actually wait and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're a little more willing to let it play out as they were.
Right. Those famous words.
And it's funny because, like, we make fun of it now, but there's a certain, like, let it play out. And it makes, and now it actually can play out. Oh my God, Axiom got a pin.
I guess I'm about to see it.
Sorry.
No, I don't care. Trust me, I do not care about NXT spoilers. Somebody could have shown me the run sheet for this show with all the match results, and I still wouldn't care.
You're going to see Axiom hit a kick, and the sell is incredible. Wow. This is great. I hope they bury McDonough until they fire him.
Like, isn't it annoying when a piece of shit is actually really good at pro wrestling?
I mean, it's annoying when a piece of shit continues to get work after.
I know, but it's like, I hate having fun watching these people that I fucking hate.
Yeah, I got it.
Like Riddle. I cannot stand Riddle. I never will. He has me blocked on Twitter, probably because I called him a creep or something worse. I don't care, though. But, like, I will never deny that he is a great athlete and has put on some good matches. It's just, I'm not going to sit there and praise the guy like I would Bryan Danielson, because Bryan Danielson's a decent person.
I have entered the match, by the way.
I see that. Where's Ava?
Just in time.
There you go.
Nice.
Just in time to see Joel wrestling. Wow.
Do you remember when Joe Gacy was, like, the first time American fans kind of saw him in WWE was that breakout star tournament from a couple of years ago?
Hell yeah.
And everybody was just blown away by the fact that he had all that athleticism, and they were like, oh my God, they need to push this guy to the moon. And then they bring him in with that terrible gimmick a couple of years later, and it's like, oh, what are you doing?
A couple of years. It was like weeks later, months later.
Oh, really?
He hasn't been this version of the character that long. That breakout star tournament was a few years ago.
That was the year that Mello won.
No, wasn't he in the one before that?
No, he's the one that Mello won.
Really?
What is going on?
They brought him in from CZW. He was in that class. That was 2021. Maybe 2020.
I could have sworn that was longer ago.
Oh, that it wasn't the Miles one. The Jordan Miles one was when Adam Cole was still with the company and still champion.
Yeah. Jeez, I forgot all about him too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who've come through NXT that never made it to the main roster that I forget about. Like earlier, I had a couple of funny replies in my DMs after I posted that tweet about, oh, look, it's NXT CJ Parker. I had like 2 people DM me and be like, oh my God, I completely forgot CJ Parker existed. And the only thing anyone remembers about him is that Kevin Owens broke his nose in his debut match.
Oh, really? Wow.
He just
that.
It was the same night he turned on Sammy after Sammy won the title.
Oh.
CJ Parker used to be like a hippie. He had dreadlocks and he would carry around picket signs. With
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's rock hard now.
And Owens just gave him this palm strike to the face that just landed flush and busted his nose bad. And
oh my God.
And he finished the match, and from what I understand,
going on?
Owens was like very apologetic about it and totally put him over.
This match is chaotic. What is
Yeah.
like? What are the men doing?
Fucking each other up, and I got 2 points
Already? Hell.
I came in and I beat them asses. What do you expect?
Oh, and then McDonough tries to lock him back in.
Yeah, and then Axiom's like, oh, there's a plant at the top of the cage. There's a board there. And everyone's taken out. This is a good match, actually. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like WWE chaotic kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. Well, again, at the beginning of the night, this is exactly what we said it would be. The women would have like each one fall, and then someone would just eke out a win. Whereas the men, there have been 2, 4, 6, 7 falls so far.
Carmelo just looking at everybody like, what the hell
Melo's
do I
taking
do
his
now?
thought. Melo's like, can I go?
Like, the door is open. Do I have to stay here?
He just wants to, just review the rules. He wants to respect the rules.
Oh, man, he just laid you out with that kick.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Madonna, who I don't know his name, is doing poorly.
His name is officially Bobblehead Balor.
The bubblehead.
Yeah.
Grady McDonald, Google me.
Yeah, don't Google. Yeah, as he deserves.
Good old Kevin Owens.
Big fat zero.
Oh, Hayes got another point. Wow, McDonough's got nothing.
Good, fuck him. If you ekes out a victory, I'm going to be very pissed.
I'm going to laugh if he's the only one who ends up with 0. That's going to be amazing.
As he should, and then maybe they can fire him. I said it.
But if WWE fires him, can he even control his narrative?
Oh, he can, and he will. He'll be in the NWA within a week because he'll need the visa.
That promotion's like dead, right?
The NWA?
No. Control your narrative.
Yeah, it may as well be. Everyone went back to the WWE except for EC3.
Man, EC3 really went from being
we have 5 more minutes. Oh, God.
Like when he got signed by WWE, so many people were like, they're going to make this guy a huge star. He is the prototype of what a WWE superstar is. And then they did nothing with him.
Oh, don't you dare.
No.
Don't you dare get a pin.
Don't allow him.
Kick him in the dick. Just kick him in the dick. And everyone just what's really funny is that if you watch NXT this past week, like everyone promoted saying, I can't wait to beat the shit out of JD McDonough.
It's great.
Good stuff.
You know, you might as well lean into it. Everybody breaks up the pin at once.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. And now they're all just like, he's in the center of the ring and they're all getting ready to get up again. If this ends with like they're all laid out and McDonough sneaks in and pins them all one by one,
Oh God,
I will
no! That's
fucking end the
horrible.
stream. I don't even care. I will end the stream.
Cancel NXT, man.
Yeah, like just I will be over it and done. That's it.
Oh God. You've got 4 more minutes. No, 3 more minutes. I don't know. I'm not counting.
Axiom continues to just fucking wallop McDonough.
It's great.
When you watch that 4-way spot, watch Axiom just fucking murder him.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's brutal. That's right. I did a Uranagi on Grayson Waller.
God, I hate Waller's finisher more than anything. Let me get out of the ring to hit this really dumb move on you.
Cyclops better than Logan with the bit saying, is CYN ever really dead when your narrative isn't? Yeah, exactly. Sulco's got it. Go away heat's okay. Go to jail heat, not so much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So many wrestlers have the go to jail hate, man.
Oh, you got to go back and watch my CZW run. I was also king of the death match.
How did Todd Chrisley end up going to jail before most of these pro wrestlers?
Because nobody pays attention to pro wrestlers. Fucking carnies.
Even Andrew Yang saw what he was dealing with and was like, yeah, I'm going to check out of this.
He continues to do it, though. And then now everyone's just like, shut the fuck up, Andrew Yang.
Yeah, they're like,
right.
You're not serious.
Yeah. Are you don't take your mask off, Axiom.
I don't remember if you interacted with any of these tweets, Joel, but do you remember the show WMAC Masters?
Get it!
No.
It was a martial arts, like it was basically pro wrestling and kung fu.
Pro wrestling and kung fu. Okay.
So it was like legit Mortal Kombat characters, basically. Look this up. Look up WMAC Masters. It is cheesier than any pro wrestling you've ever seen with how choreographed and fake it all is. And some of the characters in WWE nowadays feel like they're right out of that show.
Say that last part again.
Sorry, I'm watching the wrestling. Can't believe I'm watching the wrestling.
Did Waller just get another pin? Oh my god.
Yeah, because he fucking rules.
No.
I love it. Look at this. He's just running around the ring. I told y'all. He's got it. He won.
He's the worst Australian.
Pulls JD out of the ring.
Amazing. I told you guys.
I do not support him.
Made the most sense.
I'm sorry, but the way Carmelo fell out of the ring trying to reach him was really funny. And McDonough ends with 0.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Wow, you look really mad in the corner, Joel.
I always am. I'm a very angry man.
The Rock's daughter is going to be so disappointed.
Can't disappoint the Rock's daughter.
I mean, she looks just like him.
She does.
The family resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah, his genes are strong.
What's funny is like when Randy Orton first came into pro wrestling, I was like, man, he looks nothing like Bob Orton. And then the older he's gotten, the more I'm like, wow, he's just transforming into his dad.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte obviously looks like Rick. I don't mean that in like an insulting way. Like it's just you can very clearly tell. Yeah, you can very clearly tell they're related. All right, so one more match.
Oh, he's doing the Tui Tuivasa gimmick.
No, the shoey.
Yeah, he's
The
doing the
shoey.
shoey. Amazing.
Do you guys remember when I think it was Logan Paul drank or like ate cereal with milk out of one of the most expensive pair of sneakers ever purchased? And just
Again?
like pissed off every sneakerhead on the planet. This was a few years ago.
God.
Like
Don't remember that, but
my friend Jeff literally hosted the BR Kicks show, which was all about shoes, and like he was having a nightmare on Twitter over this. It's like, this is why it's so painful to be a sneakerhead. You get to watch these dumb celebrities do shit like this.
Is this just a Cora Jade promo? Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm watching
Looks
a
like
commercial for Raw.
Yeah, it's all this. Okay.
Live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee. I'm assuming this is about... So go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm actually about halfway between Milwaukee and Chicago where I'm situated. Like, it takes me about the same amount of time to get to either one.
Seems bad.
No, it's great. I don't deal with any of the crime that either of those cities have. Like, where I live is a relatively safe place.
Cyclops is better than Logan with the bit saying she can't be any more disappointed than she is at her dad's movie. Talking about The Rock's daughter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like Mello and Braun are the Mania show. And then they'll do Waller and Braun Breaker at the February PLE.
I'm watching a commercial for some kind of dating show called Love for the Ages coming to Peacock.
So this is something that really bugs me about the Peacock thing. And they tried this when they came out with the Peacock like tiers. If you pay the $5, you get the commercials. If you pay the $10, you don't. The $10 tier subscribers on Peacock, all we're getting is like hype videos for wrestlers.
Right.
Like I'm watching a 5-minute Cora Jade video. Sure, whatever.
But you're also not getting any commercials during the movies or TV shows. That's supposed to be the big selling point, not that WWE doesn't have commercials.
But my point being is that because WWE knows how the tier system works, one thing they did at the NXT PLE at Mania weekend was the Ciampa send-off. Remember, I think you and I were on it was at Stand and Deliver. I think, Doc, you were on the watch along with us.
Probably.
Where we talked about how Triple H came out during a commercial.
Oh, yeah,
and did a whole thing with Ciampa. And like I saw it because I was watching on the network, and people who had the $10 tier on Peacock saw it. But they stopped doing that.
I guess I have the $5 tier, but I don't pay for it because I have Xfinity cable, and Xfinity and NBC Universal are the same company. So it's just included in my cable package for free.
Right. That makes sense.
Like when it came out, my cable didn't even go up. They were just like, hey, guess what? You have Peacock now. And it's like, oh, well, that's a good deal for me, I guess. But I've literally only ever watched 2 things on Peacock besides WWE. The Fresh Prince show that they made. And then that Jurassic World movie that pissed me off enough to turn it off halfway through. The most recent one.
I don't know why they didn't run New Year's Evil on the 3rd. I'm assuming it's because they're taping.
Or is there a conflicting sporting event on that day they didn't want to compete with? Is there a UFC event or anything else on that day that they wouldn't want to go up against?
Tuesday.
Oh. Yeah, then I don't know. Hell, they should have just done a New Year's Eve or a New Year's Day event.
Like on the NBA schedule, there's nothing big. Wizards, Bucks, Kings, Jazz, Celtics, Thunder. On the NHL, no one cares about the NHL, south of, in the US.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is there a big NFL game? Like, Oh, there's a Monday night game. That's it.
Oh, Drew Gulak.
Yeah, he's in NXT now, apparently.
Oh yeah, Drew's gonna reform Catchpoint with Charlie Dempsey and
William
Tim
Regal's
Thatcher.
son.
Tim Thatcher's gonna come back, baby.
I would not be shocked if they put him down in NXT so they could utilize him as a coach at the Performance Center too.
They should.
Yeah.
Gulak
Like he
is so
taught
good.
us how to play 2K22.
I cannot believe how well he got over that dumb PowerPoint gimmick. I watched that happen in real time. I was covering 205 Live every week, and when it first started, I was like, this is one of the dumbest characters they've ever introduced. And within like a month, I'm like, Drew Gulak is killing it. This is great.
Van Wagner versus Odyssey Jones next week. And by that I mean Tuesday.
I remember I once tweeted, like, shortly after his initial debut, I was like, whoever came up with the name Odyssey Jones deserves a fucking raise. And Odyssey, I didn't even tag him. He must have just seen it
They
somehow
all
and immediately
all-
started following
They
me.
all vanity search.
Yeah. It was really funny, though.
Very excited for Lyra Valkyria's debut, by the way.
Wait, Valkyria? They're not just calling her Valkyrie?
No, because they already have a tie of Valkyrie.
Valkyrium.
That's not why I'm not. It's because they have Valhalla. I don't know why they're doing Lyra Valkyria.
Because it rhymes.
Well, yes.
Oh.
I think it's funny that, like, all that Max the Impaler stuff is just still happening. They're just not even going to try and make her look any different.
Oh, she doesn't give a fuck. Like Max, I think Max does. But I'm saying Valhalla, fucking Sarah doesn't give a fuck.
And I think somebody said that, like, she even went to the same girl that Max goes to get her hair braided.
I saw that.
I don't know if that's a true thing or not, though.
Neither do I. I
'Cause you
think
can never tell with wrestling Twitter.
I think it was Laney who said that.
Was who?
I think it was Laney Luck who said that.
Maybe.
But either way, I saw it too, and I was just like, yeah, no, that
But in fairness, like,
WWE fans don't know.
but also, like, the Viking Raiders have had a Viking gimmick for a long time. So it's not as if it's out of the realm of possibility to bring in another Viking and bring in one of their wives. Like, makes sense. But,
Yeah.
like, the fact that first night she showed up just looking like a Wish.com version of Max the Impaler, like, there was no denying how... Do you have Wish.com, Joel? Do you know what that is?
I know what it is. It's just so stupid.
This match is probably going to be a lot of fun, but I really
Time is
don't.
it? Oh, okay. It's probably going to go about 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm okay with that. I want Apollo to drag Braun into deep waters. I want to see how Braun operates when he's faced with like a deep match, deep times.
Why are they fishing, by the way?
This is a build that's
Now
based
the
on
diner
SDs.
too? Like they're just hanging out. Like what?
Yeah, it's very strange.
Oh my God. So did you see the Chris Farley reference that somebody had on a sign during the ROH show, Joel?
No, what was it?
Somebody said, I am El Ocho, which is Spanish for the Ocho.
Yes.
So I tweeted out, I love the Chris Farley El Nino reference on that sign. And the dude who had the sign just replied to me and said, thanks.
That's awesome.
His Twitter name is Savior Danger, but the name is Scoop Poopson.
That's so funny.
Yeah, quite random. So what do you think? You think we get any Steiner inspired gear from Breaker tonight, or does he try his own thing?
He's kind of doing his own thing. You'll see the walkthroughs in a minute. It's kind of Steiner inspired, but it's not.
Ooh, what's he gonna break? He always breaks something at the PLEs, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be the ghost of Apollo Cruz's past. It's gonna be the Nigerian prince,
What
the
happened to that
drums.
guy who was bandaging him?
That's
Okay.
kind of Steiner inspired gear.
Kind of, but it's still his own. Like he's been wearing the singlets forever, like the 90s inspired.
Well, right,
singlets.
but like there was a couple he had that didn't really look like they were just copied from designs of his dad, and this one reminds me of something I actually saw.
Right. He's gonna break the penalty box is actually one of the best shots.
Yeah, just smash it open.
That would not shock me at all. So whatever happened to Commander Aziz? Is he still like part of WWE?
Aziz is still. We're gonna repackage him. They're gonna repackage him.
Really?
Are they gonna call him by his original name again?
Babatunde. I hope so. I kind of hope so. No, as far as I understood, he was going back to WWE or going back to NXT, but I don't know what's happened with that. Retired with full honors.
That's good.
Jeremy, I was talking Tuesday, January 3rd. That's that they have New Year's Evil on the 10th instead of the 3rd. And someone on Twitter was like, they're filming a bunch of episodes. Maybe that's one of them. It's not. They're filming on Tuesday for the 20th and 27th episodes, but maybe they figured they want to have one live episode so that not everything is, cast aside because the people read spoilers. What's he break? Oh my God, what is he doing? Is he doing the retrospective walk?
Yeah.
He's gonna break
you
through
guys
it.
are ahead of me.
He's gonna tear through
He's
a
got
giant
sirens
screen.
in his music.
Yeah, he's always had that.
Oh, really? I've never paid attention. So
He's gonna tear through a stupid screen, isn't he?
yeah, he has.
I still love when he came out and just kicked the foam X in half.
Jesus Christ. I don't have problems with epilepsy, but I may as well now. Holy shit.
Break the box. No, he's not.
Fuck yeah, that is annoying. I
Yeah,
just
it
got to
hurts.
the flashing light.
It fucking hurts.
That literally probably does need a seizure warning. Holy crap.
Mm.
The seizure warning is them doing it.
Yeah, right. Like if you're having a seizure,
This
it's already
is your
too
warning.
late, guys.
This is your
Too
warning.
late for you.
That's the warning. So wait, is he not going to break anything?
He did. He broke the screen. He tore through
Oh,
it.
yeah, he broke the screen.
Oh, he did? I
The
didn't really even notice that. I just sort of looked away until the flashing stopped.
I would have to. I had my arm there. I was like, oh, this sucks. Speaking of this sucks.
Well,
Hey,
let's
what
be
the hell?
yellow.
What the hell up with that? Come on now.
Hey.
Wow.
Luis, are you going to go to AEW in El Paso?
It depends. If it's on a, I haven't checked on the dates, but I probably will make the trip. But then again,
I mean,
it's
it's on a Wednesday, so you got that going for you.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I'll try to see. I doubt it though, but because going through a Paso is gonna be like 5-6 hours away. So there's that.
Oh, that's easy for us Canadians. That's like me going Toronto to Montreal.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Sure.
That's when someone's going to ask me if I'm going to Elimination Chamber, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going in February to Montreal. That's awful.
I want to deal
Oh,
with
it's
the
still
cold
Utah,
and
yeah.
the French.
That's right.
And the French.
Also, like people don't understand, Montreal is like it's a hill. It's treacherous. Like it is full of
Really?
ice. It's gross, man. Like the Bell Center's downtown, but still, fuck. I'm only going if Jimmy and Sean pay for me to go. and there's no reason for them to do that.
Hey, it ain't a bad strategy to be fair.
I got enough free stuff through Fightful here in Toronto. It's mostly just me bugging Jimmy. Yeah, I'm gonna get the sled and the dogs. Canadian highways are real big on that. We've already lost Luis. He's too good for us.
Already, so quickly.
We never got Cher back.
Yeah, she's too busy posting on engagement Twitter asking what people's favorite movies are.
Yeah. That's
The
more
edibles
important.
kicked in.
Yeah.
Can y'all see me right now?
Yeah.
Yes, we
although
can
you're
see
frozen.
you.
You're frozen.
Not
But
John
yeah.
Cena. No, we can't
that's
see you now.
not ideal. Well, here you go. You hear me in voice then.
You're just gonna. I thought you were just gonna keep doing this over and over again, giving us the Braun Breaker seizure warning.
Why does Alex's mop show up when you?
I don't know, man. I gotta change that shit. I gave up.
There you go. Now you can see me with this camera. So it's not ideal.
Yeah,
but
now we
it's
get the nostril view.
That's disgusting.
Chat, how we doing? Are we still having fun here?
You guys having fun? No?
Hope everyone's like, no.
What time is it for you right now?
I'm having a horrible time.
Who
What
are
time
you
is it
asking?
for you in Australia? Jesse, what time is it for you right now?
It's 2 p.m.
2 p.m. next
Oh, wow.
week.
Did you wake up to watch the ROH show too?
I woke up in time for it, but I didn't watch it. So I'm
Oh.
just like, I had no idea when it was going to be on. So yeah, just like,
Gotcha.
oh, wrestling's on. Okay.
It's basically what it's like hanging
Yeah,
out
it
with
would have
us.
started like at 7 a.m. for me.
Why isn't Ryan in the stream?
It's actually a good idea. Ryan, I need to bring you on for these things.
I thought he was in the. Isn't he part of that group chat?
No,
Oh.
this is the one that I posted in this time was the OG one that Sean started.
Oh,
I need to
okay.
start I need to redo that chat. Because there are people who don't work for Fightful anymore in that chat. There are people who just don't who can never join because they're always busy doing other
really?
stuff.
Yeah.
There are people in that chat that I'm like, probably they should be banned from the show by now, like Luis.
Like me. No.
What the hell? I'm just here typing
So
away.
why
Come
are
on now.
you still here? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Why is Luis still here? What happened? Are you doing live notes tonight?
Yes.
How's that going? Did you do the ROH show too? You would be fucking fingers on fire right now.
Yes, I am. My fingers
Oh my
are on fire
God.
right now with everything that's going on.
Good Lord.
There was a small possibility I was going to have to cover both shows today, and I'm so glad that did not happen.
Who's working on the BR side of things?
Yeah, because covering ROH, I really only did extensive coverage for the 8 matches on the main show, but still, AEW shows are a sprint because they just go from match to match.
Yeah,
And it's basically an AEW show, even though it's ROH.
Caden's asking where his invite is, by the way. He's the one person I will never add to the group chat.
yeah.
I was actually going to make that joke before I knew he was in here just to be a dick. But now that he's here, Caden, you're never joining these shows. One time. It's never going to happen.
Sorry to hear.
Girl, you're
Sorry
never
to
going to
hear
get it.
that.
I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sure he's too busy waiting for TK to give him an answer about whether or not ROH is going to be getting a streaming deal. Caden, are you still in the media scrum room at Ring of Honor?
Wouldn't that have been funny if he joined the stream from the scrum?
That would have been fucking great. He wasn't at the scrum because he's not cool enough. TK only likes the Grapsody guys or Sean. That's it. No one else from Fightful. When AEW was coming to Canada, I kept bringing up the promo from Jade Cargill and Mark Sterling, where they were like, "We have a promo code. We've partnered with the Four Seasons in Toronto. Use promo code that bitch to get 20% off or 50% off, whatever it was." And that was never an actual promo code. So when AEW said they were coming to Toronto, I kept retweeting it and tagging Tony Khan and being like, "Hey Tony, I really want to book this venue. I want to support your business. Could you please put that bitch live as a promo code for the Four Seasons Toronto?" Anyway, long story short, he never did it. So I'll probably never get to go to a media scrum.
So funny story. All Out in 2021, about halfway through the scrum, my back was hurting me so bad that I told Phil, I was there with Phil for Bleacher Report too. I was like, I'm going out to my car, man. Just come out when you're done. I literally just went and waited in the car.
Oh, man.
I was in so much fucking pain that day.
It was also just an awkward experience at that point, I'm sure.
I mean, we were still at a point where there were no chairs. So yeah.
Yeah. What a weird, I don't know. Those were very weird times. They thought it was a sporting event.
And it was like still in that weird period where like half the people were wearing masks and half the people weren't.
Yes.
Mm.
And now if you go to an AEW scrum, the only person wearing a mask is Andrew Thompson. Even Dave's giving it up. I love Andrew Thompson, by the way. He's the fucking goat. But he's the only guy who still wears a mask everywhere I see him.
Hey, good on him.
I do too, just because I live with somebody who's immunocompromised, so I tend to still obey that. But I also just don't go to a lot of shows or live events in general, so it's not really an issue for me.
I go to like Baby and Me stuff, and I've been wearing masks there a lot now.
Well, yeah, because kids are fucking
germ
petri
factory.
dishes. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
you're smart. You're just smart to do that. You should have been doing that without the pandemic, regardless.
It's true.
Yeah.
Caden just DM'd me asking for a link to this because he's bored.
It's like
That's nice.
yeah, it's like, yeah. So what do you want?
You know what else
me
is?
to do?
You know what else is really entertaining? Pornography. Go watch a Kiara James match. Kiana
Oh my
James.
God.
I mean, there was one about an hour ago.
That's right, Caden. If I invite you, then I have to invite Ryan Sullivan. Oh, Apollo just saw something. And apparently it's beating that ass.
He saw that. That's what he saw.
He sees himself beating ass.
Yo, props to the guy in the crowd who has the replica NXT UK Tag Team Championship.
Those are beautiful.
The UK belts looked great. All of them.
Actually, you're gonna find out that that's the actual UK Championship title belts. He bought it for $20 at auction after the show.
But like that is commitment as a fan. Like I'm gonna get the tag team belt from the D tier brand, the WWE. And I only mean that in terms of how it was booked, because a lot of the NXT UK matches were actually great.
Fair.
Frankly, most of the title ranks were booked great on NXT UK. It's just nobody watched, unfortunately.
And then the pandemic, they like completely shut it down for a while. So all those people were just like sitting there with no character development or feuds or anything to keep them occupied.
They were all too busy swapping spit with each other every week.
Yeah.
Not getting fucking tested, or they were all getting themselves sick.
Like, who wouldn't? No.
No, the PC was a fucking COVID zone.
Did they
Game
actually
Optima.
like
Fuck you
shut
guys.
down the UK PC already?
I don't know.
That's the studio for BT Sports. They're using it for the World Cup.
Yeah, but remember
for
that
in-house coverage.
they had a PC as well. Like they had a space that they were using as
Yeah,
PC.
yeah.
Oh, really?
It wasn't
Yeah,
as
go
big
ask
as the
Louis
one in
Dangler about
Florida. Yeah, it wasn't as big as the one in Florida, but it had enough room for at least 2 rings and then a bunch of other workout equipment.
Yeah, it was a thing.
It was like a mini version of the one in Florida.
Yeah. You realize that even if they have StreamYard access, I can just still remove you.
That's my invite. Come on.
Join the next one. This show's almost over anyway.
Yeah.
Why didn't you join the Ring of Honor watch along? Oh yeah, we didn't do one.
Come on now.
I was like, I don't remember.
There's no fucking way I was gonna do that. I'm not a masochist. I have a baby. It's bad enough.
There's no way I would have been able to be on that and do the coverage for that show.
I had no plans. I had my headphones on. I was watching when I could, but otherwise I was spending time with my child. Actually, I did something really bad. So I had to make sure that my wife was asleep in the next room, which I'm sure she is, which I'm sure she's not actually. During the Briscoes match against FTR, he may have been sitting in my lap watching it.
Oh no!
He's not allowed to watch wrestling.
Well, it's more than that. That match was very, very special.
He just thinks all that red was strawberry jam.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I love strawberry jam.
It was one hell of a match.
It was, but bar none, my favorite moment was watching Dax get so pissed that the chain would not stay around his head and get frustrated enough to just ball it up in a fist and hold it against his head while he did that. But instead, it's like, dude, you have the smoothest bald head in that company. What do you think is going to happen when you try to put a chain around it?
She's probably listening to this, yes. She's probably on her phone doing something and being like, what did that motherfucker just say? She's getting the divorce papers ready. The irony being that we just like bought a frame for our marriage contract 3 years ago. By the way, we've been married for over 3 years. And we have a very ornate marriage contract because in Jewish tradition, that's what you get. Anyway, so we got a frame today, or at least we submitted it to get framed. So yeah, I guess we framed it just in time for me to get a divorce.
Nice. That's the one thing you get to keep in the settlement.
It's a beautiful piece of artwork. I would be fine keeping it. Honestly, you know what I did? Like whenever he was just like watching it, I would just start playing with him. Like I would like flip him upside down, and I would just like pick him up and move him around, and like just he wasn't watching for more than I would just distract him. I would like lay him down in my lap and like let him crawl around a bit. It was
That ended up being a much better show than I think a lot of people expected it to be, because there's a lot of people who went into it like, look at this card. What am I supposed to be excited about? And then every match was like good to great.
And again, this is what happens in pro wrestling now that people kind of, I think some people let people get away with this, or let companies get away with this. We know the wrestling's going to be great. We know the wrestlers know how to wrestle, but there's no storyline in some of these cases, or some of these matches are just thrown up in front of you, and you're just like, I'm sure it'll be fine. But
I mean, but that was also the way I grew up with wrestling. Most of the early, look at those early WrestleManias. There was one or two storylines you could track going to those shows at the most, and the rest was just, this is a heel, this is a babyface, and they're gonna fight.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have title matches,
but I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, but when you have title matches,
even the title matches, like half of the times on pay-per-views back in the day, the IC title contender, it's not like they were chasing the title for months before they got that shot. Sometimes they were slotted in a week before the show.
I got it.
And I feel like this was the most true to form Ring of Honor show as well because of that, because a lot of these matches were not booked in advance, but rather that although, to be fair, in pandemic era, they used more the ranking system instead of just booking the matches out of nowhere.
So I'm gonna, and I'm not picking on you, Caden. I know you're gonna say I am. If I wanted to watch wrestlers wrestle and be perfectly fine, I'll go to my local indie, and I'll pay substantially less.
Braun has won.
Yep, but a spear from out of nowhere.
His best title defense ever. But my point being here, if I wanted to watch wrestlers wrestle, I would just go to my local indie.
Yeah,
it's on the promoter who has major, well, not a Ring of Honor, but he's been putting Ring of Honor on AEW TV. The stories have to progress on the show you're presenting them on. You have to sell me on it. Just selling me as wrestlers versus, it's just a super indie. And
well, sure, but I don't know if I would say it's fair to say that that's what happened with this show.
I think it is. FTR and Briscoes was announced literally
sure, but that's like a year-long story that they're just picking back up.
What's the story? FTR beat them twice.
I mean, that's their feud. It's trying to prove who's better, basically. But like,
there's no
Jericho's story has been playing out.
Did shit. Briscoes.
How many storylines can they build for their secondary promotion? Like, they only had so much time allocated for Ring of Honor.
They spent literally weeks of Rampage doing it.
I know, but it's like the Jericho storyline was built up. I will admit that the Garcia and Yuta thing, like they should have been building that up more over the recent weeks, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just don't have a big problem with it.
Hard justice.
I just don't have a huge problem with it for
No.
ROH right
Worse.
now because they don't have their own.
Very
TV
much
show.
worse.
Oh, Waller.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is great.
Sorry.
This is wonderful.
I wasn't here during the match, but I got ticked off. I watch this show almost every day of the week because I do live coverage for NXT. I'm sorry, Waller has not been booked whatsoever to be the top star. So
I wholeheartedly disagree with that. The guy is absolutely fucking money when they put him in front of a microphone. He's having some of the most entertaining segments. His matches, he stands out and he keeps getting better. He is a guy. He's not that guy right now, but this is going to be his chance.
I still think that it would be premature to put the title on him at this time because he's good. He is very good. I'm not going to lie about that. But he's not world champion material even for the developmental brand yet, especially when you already have someone on there like Carmelo Hayes.
So when does he get his title shot?
Hayes?
No, Waller. When does he get his title shot?
Presumably New Year's Evil or the PLE in February.
So he's just a placeholder challenger. I don't think he's going to win the title.
Yeah,
so.
I don't
neither
see
do
him
I.
winning at all.
Yeah.
No, but he's got to get a few statement wins to get there.
Sure. Like, whenever people talk about how like, oh, this person like should have won the title in their first challenge for it, it's like, man, if you had grown up in the era where Shawn Michaels probably had 10 WWF title matches before he actually won that title, like you would have been pissed off.
I enjoyed the show. It was
okay.
It was all right.
Go.
It was not as good as the Ring of Honor show, but this was fairly solid. Better than the
it was a show.
I didn't come in being like this is going to be better than Ring of Honor. Again, like wrestlers wrestle, developmental versus the Ring of Honor talent. Like wrestling wise, kind of knew where this was going to go, but it was entertaining. It's 10:30, so that's good. After a whole day of watching wrestling, let's get out of here. Doc, do the thing where you tell the people where they can find you and what you're going on.
Oh, my Twitter handle's right there at BR_doctor. All my work ends up on Bleacher Report.
Luis.
Yes, so you can find me on Twitter at the Luis Pulido, as well as you can find me on the Fightful website almost every day of the week, with the exception of Wednesdays. So you can watch me doing the live coverage for Impact Wrestling, for Monday Night Raw. No, not Monday Night Raw, for NXT.
Buddy, do you know what you do on this website?
Yeah, what do you even do?
I've watched like about 9 hours of wrestling. Let me
I'm gonna have you write this out next time you give your spiel.
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna have to write it down. But yes, I do NXT, I do Impact Wrestling, and I do Rampage and SmackDown, as well as every pay-per-view. So check out my work. It's a lot of fun.
Justine.
Well, you can find me at Jussie, so JUSSIE, twice on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, whatever. I don't know what platforms I'm on anymore, but yeah.
Hive,
yeah. If that's even
Mastodon.
working anymore.
Mastodon.
Tumblr. Oh well.
Oh, I turned
Tumblr.
my Hive account off already.
Yeah, it's not working.
Anything else for you? No? All right.
No.
I'm at Joel Pearl. JOELPERL. Tomorrow is Tim and Joel Call in the Ring, and that's 10 a.m. Eastern, whatever time you're at, where you live. We're going to change the fucking time of that show in the new year. I swear to God. It's way too early in the morning, 10 a.m. to talk about wrestling. But here we are, and we did it.
I do it every single time.
That sounds like a you
Australian.
problem. It's because you live in but it's like 10 a.m. next week, so you already have the spoilers. What does it matter?
It's not time travel, Joel.
I've been there. It's time travel, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, friends beyond the binary, we'll see you in the next